It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 5th day of March, 2025, and we're coming to you live. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? I don't know.
Good.
I think so. It's written down over here. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, man.
A little sleepy bear?
Well, I woke up late because I fell asleep watching the president last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't set my alarm. Because I fell asleep not expecting to fall asleep, so I woke up a few minutes late, just kind of threw everything off a little bit. But
9 o'clock, way too late. Way too
9
late.
o'clock, way too late when you're going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know, I was like, all right, I could take a 9 to 10 hit. Next thing you know, it's 10:15, and I'm like, oh.
I passed out. Didn't make it through it.
Anybody get murdered at the end? Does Zelensky show up? I was waiting for a big surprise.
I don't think so.
No, I didn't think so either.
I think it was the same old stuff he just kind of says every day anyways.
Oh, well, we'll get into that in news this morning.
We did take over Australia. Did you know that?
Oh, good.
No, but I know that I heard him make the pitch to Greenland last night. That was great.
Oh.
Greenland, we'll make it. It was fun. No, it was funny.
Did he say Canada is the 51st state?
No, he's a little mad at Canada right now.
Yeah, Trudeau
A little
really
mad, yeah.
messed things up.
Speaking of mad, I'm mad at two things.
Huh.
I have a question. I'm not these awards mean absolutely nothing. Like the company likes them, so they could say, "Hey, we won this award, we won that award." The awards mean nothing. I'm talking about the Crystal Awards from the NAB, the National Association of Broadcasting. They gave out awards yesterday, and two of our stations won awards. Our sister stations, the Vibe, which has barely been there. It's a baby station, it's new, and Magic. Okay, now the Vibe. These Crystal Awards are for radio stations that make an impact in the community. Vibe definitely deserves that award. Vibe came on the air. They're aimed at a older Black audience, and they're in the community. They do community radio show on Sundays. They go out and do parades, and they do also. They are in the community, and they're deserving of this award. Congratulations! It's one of the things that they're radio station does very well. What's Magic doing? What's Magic doing besides riding our coattails when we have a hurricane and we raise $1.7 million and then Magic is like, yeah, us too. We were involved in it.
You know why they got it.
No.
One name. Huh. 3 words.
Scotty the Body?
Open Mouth Sally.
Yeah.
100%.
What do you mean?
Oh, just, look at how good he is. What a good guy he is.
Is he
no
not
idea what the bottom line is. You know what I mean? No idea that's...
Is he not a good guy?
Is he?
I'll be honest with you. I like him. He's a nice kid, and he's definitely has a goal and what he wants to do and all that stuff, and he's doing it. Fine with me. But you're right, Calvin. I don't know that he's not. He could have people trapped in his basement.
Oh, no.
I have no idea.
He dresses up like a chicken. He's a failure. He dressed up like a chicken or whatever, and then didn't run the in the time that he said he was going to.
It's true.
You guys hate Scotty.
No, I don't. I definitely don't hate him. I definitely have a strong dislike for him, but I don't hate him.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding. No, I think he's all right. He's a good kid. I don't like. We do different types of life. He's very happy and open mouth. I'm very closed mouth and fat eyed. I don't know.
We're very disgruntled and miserable. He's very happy and positive.
It's so funny. It's just not disgruntled.
No.
You're right. Fake.
Still young.
Fake.
He's not young.
Yes, he
He's like
is.
30-something.
He's in his 20s.
Yeah, okay.
And he's younger than you.
30-something.
So he still has a little
He's
bit
younger
of...
than you.
Get off
Yeah.
my lawn, kid.
He could be 19 and still be fake.
Yeah.
Yes, but again, I'm just also reminding you when you're young and you're in your 20s and you're in
I
the
was never
beginning
like that.
of your career, some people, Galvin, are very optimistic
No,
and happy and
I'm
motivated and driven.
Carmen,
not
am
everybody
I
sucks.
not all of those things?
No.
I'm not happy, motivated, driven, and optimistic.
You are miserable, motivated.
I'll give you driven.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll give you driven on that.
You don't think I'm happy?
I mean, happy wouldn't be a word I'd use to describe you. I don't think
Right.
you're unhappy, but I would not lead with happy.
I wouldn't say you're a happy person.
I'm just because I'm not a goddamn clown that is out there going, him dressing up like a chicken and wearing stupid stuff. I guarantee he's dressed up like a leprechaun this next week. That's an asshole. That's not optimistic.
That's a happy asshole.
I feel like you're joyful in your own way, Galvin.
It sounds very
Yeah.
joyful.
I'm optimistic. Every bet I make, I think I'm going to win.
Right.
I'm driven. I do a good.
Conversation has been very pleasant.
Yeah, I'm going to drop Pleasant back out of that one.
Thank
Never
you.
said I was pleasant.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just so funny to me. I'm happy that somebody in our cluster won, I guess, but they do nothing. You win awards and they do nothing for you. Like I don't know what everybody's like. Oh, we have an award. We have a shelf with awards on it. That's all you get out of it. You get one full day of bragging rights.
But you also get a lot of people that reply all to emails.
I mean,
Oh.
It's unbelievable.
I
think
was scrolling through. I didn't see you guys' reply.
I got kicked out of the email because I got so many that my
Yeah.
phone was like, something's off.
oh wow.
So something's wrong. Sign
Spam.
out.
Throw your phone out the window quick.
Yeah.
I too would like to publicly let everybody know.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congrats! Smiley face, smiley face.
Right. I didn't say anything to the people who were responding all because I think that it was one of those things where maybe you're supposed to respond all so everybody could see you're involved. Will you care too?
Yeah.
Part of the team.
Yeah, exactly.
We also think yay.
Normally, as the appointed police of Respond All, I would have stepped in, but I felt yesterday was not my time. Not my time. Can I tell you the other thing that made me mad yesterday? Drew Garabo.
Oh, no.
Before I went to bed last night, I was going through social media, and there was Drew's big head, him and his girlfriend, and it said, I was honored to be invited to the soft opening of the Collective Escape tonight at Escape Brewing in Trinity.
Oh yeah. I've driven by that place. It looks awesome.
Have you?
Yeah.
It looks like you might enjoy it.
It looks amazing.
Maybe you would have wanted to go to the Escape Brewing soft opening last night.
I've wondered when it was going to open because, like I said, it looks the building looks awesome.
Is it
Why-
a brewery that you have to escape from?
It's an
well-
escape room type brewery. It's kind of like Armature Works, where they have the brewery there,
Yeah.
and then they have a couple of different restaurants in the area. And it's the first time anything like that has been over here in this side of the world.
And I've had a couple of their beers because they have
Oh,
them
yeah.
in, different
The Escape
breweries.
was right across the street. They shut it down and reopened this.
So I'm a big fan of their beer to start, and
Right.
that place looks really cool.
Yeah, it would have been nice to go.
I'll probably go in some.
Why does
day.
Drew get to go and we don't get to go to the soft opening? It's in Trinity. It's close to my house. Why did he get invited?
I don't know.
Because you're miserable.
Maybe because we're
You're
mean.
not
All
happy.
right.
Here's my point, and this is not against
You
Drew,
should-
by the way.
Dressed like a leprechaun.
Yeah.
You think I might be invited because my brother is the owner of the goddamn thing. My brother is one of the owners of Escape Brewing's Collective, this new thing that opened that I've been driving by for a year, going, there it is. That's Uncle John's place. Hey, that's where it's going to be great. And nothing. Drew got invited. I didn't go, and my brother is one of the owners.
That also did cross my mind
Yeah.
when I saw
Didn't
the
you
picture.
get shut down for investing?
Yes. Yes.
They don't like you.
So I believe I have this story. My brother's friends from high school, a couple of them, quit their jobs and started, like, they had careers and they quit their jobs and started Escape Brewing and had great success with that. And then they took on like one or two more investors and went across the street, bought this big property and opened up this place.
There's nothing like it in that area.
Nothing. There's nothing like it, this side of Tampa Road,
Yeah.
And, I thought it was a great idea. And I said, I want in. And they were like, too late. You're already out. But I want to be
Out.
rich too. Yeah. And anyway, so I'm very happy for them. I just felt like I should be invited to the soft opening too.
Would you have gone?
No.
Exactly. Well, then why?
You want to be
You're
able
not
to
going
turn
to get
down.
in. Right. At some point, if you say no enough, people stop inviting you.
Yeah, you're probably Carmen. I'm there. I mean, I never get invited to weddings.
Yeah.
I never get invited to charity events and stuff because I just don't go anymore.
Right. Your track record shows.
The one
You're-
that Dom was talking about that is coming up on Thursday. It's a very good charity. It's a charity that takes care of kids that have nobody else. Like, it's right up our alley for the Calta Family Foundation, where it helps kids that celebrate their birthdays, kids who have nobody to put birthdays on for them. And I thought that was a great charity. And my wife has been talking to them for some time now. I know the foundation made a donation, and my wife said, I'd like to go to this. And I said, okay, let's go. And she said, really? I said, sure. When is it? She said, Thursday. I said, no way. There's no way I'm going out. And I woke up I went to bed at 10:15 last night and woke up late this morning for the show because it's too hard to do things during the week. It's just too hard.
But how late is it?
You listen, even if it's 8 o'clock, by the time I get home, take care of the dogs, do all the things I do before I go to bed, and then now it's 10 o'clock again.
I saw the picture. It looked like the sun was up in Drew's picture.
No, you can't be. Drew, Drew works till 7 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He could have left early.
No.
I heard the other day, I don't think he was on like the crossover with John. So I think like that.
No, it was a nighttime thing. And
Okay.
I may be wrong. It was very bright outside.
If it didn't look like it was, if it didn't look so cool, I'd ban it.
Because Mo could have taken over. You know what I mean?
No.
For Drew to go.
Drew didn't leave early to go to that. He just went.
Plus,
I guarantee Mo was there for his free stuff.
yeah. Plus, it's a good hour probably from St. Pete in traffic that time of day.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Drew drove all the way over here to go to that. Interesting.
All right. So
My other thing is I get real nervous. Like I'd go to the Escape Brewing thing and I'd like to have a beer, but then I'm afraid to drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I not that you can probably have 2 beers and
you don't
be
get
legal. But I get all paranoid.
you don't get smashed.
Then I feel like if a cop pulls you over and goes, "When's the last time you had a drink?" You can't lie to him. You got to be like, "I had just 2 an hour ago."
Yeah.
That's it, whatever.
All right. So we hate soft openings. We hate community engagement awards, and we hate leprechauns.
Soft openings are okay. I just hate my brother now. That's it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't.
When I saw the picture, I thought John had something to do with it. I guess not.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. I'm sure he was there.
Yeah.
Maybe they were worried about nepotism, Michael.
Nepotism to what?
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
I don't know.
It's maybe they thought.
I'm gonna unlike their Facebook page.
No, I encourage people to like them. Now I want to go in and try. Drew made all the restaurants sound so good.
I know.
I want to try all the restaurants that are there.
There's a smash burger place in there. I noticed.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what they need is Jeremiah's.
Oh, that would be great. We should still open that.
They won't let us. I tried.
No one wants to do business with you. No one wants you to come to their businesses.
Yeah.
No one wants you to do business.
There is an alarming trend going on.
I feel like.
How about you just sit this one out?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I feel like we
No
found the
awards.
problem.
No awards. No
weddings.
invites. No weddings. No nothing. I'm just sitting home.
A very
problem
disturbing
may
trend.
be you.
What did I do?
I got to be honest with you. There has been, 18 years I've been working here. There's been so many different things that have happened, and I'm so glad I'm not invited to them.
Like what?
I'm trying to think if there was anything where I was like, oh, I wish I was invited to that. I don't think there has been in 18 years anything that I was like, oh, I
Like
wish I
you're
was-
not going to any weddings.
No, I don't want to go to a wedding. Listen, I went to Johnny B's wedding.
You did it?
I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do remember
Yeah,
that.
you don't know because you weren't
Yeah,
there.
I didn't go to Johnny
Yeah.
B's wedding.
No, I wasn't
Oh,
invited.
there you go. That's why.
You weren't invited to Johnny B's
No,
wedding?
but I get it. It was a small wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
Well, you could have took my place.
Last wedding I went to was Mo's wedding.
What happened at Johnny B's wedding? I think I was sick. Because I had all intentions of going. I even pulled out an outfit and everything. I was like, all right, I'm wearing this. And
It kind of looked like you just kind of blew it off.
no, I definitely
I don't know if
didn't.
that's true.
Something
Feel
happened.
like-
It was either me or Amanda. One of us was sick or something.
was
Yeah.
it when they knocked the picture off the wall?
No, that was a
Yeah.
different time.
okay.
He almost killed Swiggs' kid.
I went to Joe's wedding.
Yep.
I went to
Yep.
Johnny B's wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't go to Joe's wedding either. I just knew that wasn't going to last.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem. I was trying to help you out, Joe. Giving you signs.
Oh, you didn't go to Joe's wedding?
Mm-mm.
Was he working here at the
Yeah.
time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that was
Oh, you
another
think
thing.
I just showed up for some guy's wedding?
Maybe you just knew him. I don't know.
No, that was another thing, though, Joe. We were out of town or something.
Yeah, and it was down in Sarasota at the Cross.
Yeah, but we were like on vacation or something
Yeah,
like that. It
I
was,
know.
yeah.
We're not crossing the bridge.
Didn't you get married in December?
October. October.
Must have been Halloween Horror Nights. Something important.
Well,
I don't know what it was.
Also nice out. It's not all
It
hot.
was.
Yeah.
That was a great wedding too.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was fantastic.
you know, grilled
So-
cheese tomato soup shop.
In the time I've been here, I went to Mo's wedding and I went to Galvin's wedding.
Like Galvin's wedding, I went.
I
Yeah.
did too.
I was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a great
It
time.
was a whole
Carmen,
time and
Carmen
everything.
did not go. She was not here yet.
Correct.
Galvin's wedding was outside in the summer. And we were like, oh, boy. We're wearing tuxedos. We're outside. That wedding lasted 14 and a half seconds, and we were back inside.
It was the fastest. I said, listen, I don't want to repeat a bunch of stuff. Just go through it. Let's go. And the guy actually sent me the audio. He goes, this is a record for us. I think it was 49 seconds.
Yeah.
It was da-da-da-da-da. I do. Let's go inside and party.
Yep. That's exactly how it was. Perfect. It was a photo booth there. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I remember it was a good wedding.
We had patty cakes.
Yeah.
Patty cakes. You had Ronnie D.
We had Chibo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Chivo.
Yeah.
It was good.
Had Ronnie D playing. Yeah, everything. It was fantastic.
I remember I took home a bunch of cupcakes that night.
Oh,
yeah.
Lots of cupcakes.
yeah.
There was a
They're
lot
like,
of that.
here, take these.
Yeah. I think there was some cupcake wars out in the parking lot.
There was.
Oh, really?
Right, you guys?
Yeah.
Spanish was throwing them around.
Yeah.
Great wedding. Great wedding.
Thank
That
you.
was
Carmen,
well.
anybody scheduled to get married anytime soon at the station?
I don't think so. I think everyone is married. Like no one's engaged at this moment that I know of.
Yeah, everybody's old now.
Isn't Will? Didn't Will get engaged? Or am I
Is he at
wrong?
Was
Is
Will
he at
still
the
working at the
station?
station?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Will
he did get
is-
engaged like down in Key West.
Yeah.
Will is, I don't know Will very well. Like I out of the couple of times we talked to Will on the show and a couple of times that I've run into him in person, I just don't know Will. Doesn't seem like he, I don't know. I'm not really sure. He makes weird
Say it.
decisions.
Say it.
He makes weird decisions.
It doesn't seem like what?
It doesn't seem like, I don't know what I was going to say. I did lose my sentence. I would
Does
say.
not seem like he'd
Same.
invite you to his wedding.
Oh, no. No, I don't. I wouldn't expect to be invited to his wedding.
What about Dizzy?
I
He's
think-
getting
I
pretty
think-
serious.
I think he invites you to his wedding just to get a little kashish.
Smart. I'll send him
Right.
send him a check, you know.
Dizzy? Yeah, Dizzy's.
Yeah.
Oh, Dizzy better
They just
invite me to his
moved
wedding.
in.
Oh, did they really?
I think yeah, they like upgraded to a new place or something. I heard him talking about like now there's a gate code or something.
Oh, wow.
Good for him. Good for him. You have a gate, Carmen, don't you?
that only works
Doesn't
once,
work.
once
Yeah,
every 3 years.
doesn't work.
Living that gate code life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen, I was talking to my wife yesterday. We were talking about the homeowners association last week, and the
Yeah.
fees and all that. We pay at the Clearwater condo. How much do you think for a 2-bedroom condo a month?
For the HOA?
Yes.
I'd say like 200, 250 because just taxes and everything, and then you got the pool. So, you know, yeah.
I'm going to go high, 1,800 a month.
I'm going to go 900.
I'm going to go 5.
Joe's closest.
Oh.
It's $1,000 a month.
Jeez.
$1,000 a month. I don't understand what it's for.
Maintenance, your pool.
So, but the pool hasn't worked since the hurricanes.
Well, that's why they need the money.
Right,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
pool hasn't worked. But they have 21 units in that building. That's $21,000 a month.
Yeah.
In 2 months, they could put in a brand new pool.
You should audit them.
I have not. We were just trying to think the other day, like, what are you getting with that? I mean, the
They got-
maintenance is
They got the roof, right?
What roof?
They have to maintain the roof. They have to
Sure.
paint
I mean, look, I
outside.
get an association
Yeah.
fee. I don't know what $21,000 a
That's-
month is getting.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because then when you put in the amount of units and everything like that, and you break it down, you're like, where is this money
Right.
going?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus,
you're-
you got a seawall you have to maintain too.
Yeah, look, I agree that there should be
Joe,
an
you on the
association
board?
fee.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
No, I've lived in a condo before. I've been through this.
Yeah, but the crazy thing to say that is that do you know how many people are like, my rent's not $1,000, my mortgage isn't $1,000.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not
Like,
too many.
not to be old man or anything, but I remember having my own apartment and I paid $375 a
Yeah,
month.
yeah. Pete and I paid
You know,
$400 each to live in a fourth floor overlooking the bay. You know?
And that's $1,000 a month, not for the year, right?
That's $1,000 a month.
Month.
yeah,
month.
that's insane.
Right. We were talking about it last week, your homeowners association fee, and Amanda dropped that on me, and I was like, oh, man.
Right. It's insane. And
crazy.
the thing is, like, there's no laws about it, which
Right.
makes it even worse.
And they keep doing assessments, and they
Yeah.
keep charging for the assessments, and it's
Right.
just insane.
I got to tell you, I'm going to stop complaining because my homeowners
Yeah.
association fee is so low that every once in a while we'll have like a pothole and I'm like, fix the pothole. What am I paying for?
Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, I'm like, all right, it's fine. If it takes you 3 or 4 months, I get it.
I'm not worried about anything here. Here is great. I mean, here every once in a while they'll just do something. They took those giant old mall parking lot looking streetlights out and put nice little lamps out there. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a nice little treat. So here is fine. I mean, there is the
But
companies
they're
that do the
literally in
lawn.
my neighborhood. They're literally constantly cutting trees and paving roads and painting stuff. And then for every holiday, the gates are decorated.
Right,
and
right.
do all
That's
that
perfect.
stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are doing it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, my neighborhood, they put out like American flags on the holidays. They decorate the entrances.
It's like having your own JoJo where you live.
Yeah.
When I first moved in, one of my wife's friends came over and she was in there and she was like, "Oh, this is nice." Blah blah blah. She goes, "Now is this like a gated neighborhood?" I go, "Did you come through
Drive
goddamn
through
gates?" Like what?
Yeah.
Maybe it was open. Maybe it was open.
That's a weird question. You
Even
do
if
have
it
to
was
get through a
open, you're
gate
still
to get
driving through it.
there.
Yeah, but you know what? I did learn that some places they won't have an operating gate.
They just
They'll-
have a gate that's open.
They'll put one out there, or they'll put an entrance out there so it looks like it's gated.
Yeah.
And then that way they can charge you more.
Oh.
Because technically it's a gated community, even though the gate's never open.
Scam.
It's a scam. And then that way also people who like robbers and stuff like that, they'll see that and they'll also think it's a gated community and they usually try and skip by them.
When you say robbers, I picture a guy with a little Lone Ranger mask
Yep.
and stripes on his shirt.
What do you want me to call
He's
them?
holding a bag of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Shifty eyes.
Has a dollar sign on
When
it.
he goes to jail, he holds the bars.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break and get the show rolling. It is Wednesday. We got a lot to talk about. We had the president addressing Congress last night. We got things that we have to get to on the program today. We got hiccups. We got Sporcle when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Okay, Carmen, what do we have to give away to the people of Tampa Bay this morning?
We have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Lewis Black,
Yeah.
John Fogerty,
Okay.
Sting and Shaggy,
Okay.
and Foreigner.
Okay. It's not really a bunch of stuff. It's just like the usual amount.
Well, I
You
mean,
built it up like we got a whole satchel full of new stuff.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Yeah, you just make up stories in your own head.
I do. You're right. I'm sorry.
She said it was a bunch of stuff and then listed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And then,
That was kind of a soft opening of stuff.
you know what?
Just keep turning it.
You're not invited.
Turning
Twist in the
it.
knife.
She basically did like a wedding. She married all that stuff
Yeah.
together. Still not invited.
It's like she gave an award-winning performance.
Yeah.
I heard Steve Hurley say it. If you would like to win a Corvette, a convertible Corvette from Stingray Chevrolet, it is currently parked over there at the Strawberry Festival, and they're giving that away on Sunday. $5 could win you a brand new Corvette. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine spending $100?
I'd love it.
Oh,
I want it.
Great.
Oh, listen, Chad bought his tickets yesterday, and we went over what we would do if he won.
What would you do?
So, this is going to be so lame.
Are you guys going to try and do it inside the Corvette?
No, they're going to
No.
sell it.
Yeah.
They're going to take we'll get 2 cars and they'll be affordable. And
Kelvin, you know us. Were you
Yeah.
there yesterday?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Carmen, I got to be honest with you. I think I might do the same thing.
Yeah, because it's just like we don't need a Corvette. You know what I mean?
Right.
Chad needs a vehicle where he can put.
But I mean, imagine Coach rolling up in a
Oh,
Corvette.
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Getting out with his whistle on.
Yeah, too bad he could
Just
only.
his whistle.
He could, okay, I mean
Yeah.
that's just for me. But no, I mean the problem with that is he can't get kids to practice. He needs a vehicle that has multiple seats.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's. I mean, we need to talk to Steve Hurley regardless, but he is thinking about getting a minivan.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, his truck is full already and he needs a couple more seats. So, to help his team and to make sure he can get the most amount of players to practice, he's been mulling it over and trying to figure it out. And we broke it down, and the best car option for him is a minivan.
Wow.
I got to be honest with you, Carmen. I actually said that to my wife. I said, I want to get a minivan because, first off, minivans are like luxury cars now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I said, do you know how many times I change my clothes in my car?
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
overrunning
sweating,
and stuff.
yeah.
Constantly changing my clothes and with my dogs. Like, that would be a perfect vehicle for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I
miss
remember
the
that's what
station wagon.
that's what I wanted in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was a minivan.
Oh, yeah, so you can
And
bang.
my parents
Oh.
shut that down so fast. They
Yeah.
were like, "You're out of your mind."
Oh, my dad had the Predator van. I remember that thing. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my dad had an Explorer van though. It had a bed in the back and it had a TV and all that. So when he was waiting 2 hours in line for my sister at car line, he can go take a nap if he wanted to. He could watch TV if he wanted to. That thing was great. Yeah, vans work out. You just look like a douche driving it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
again,
you don't look like a douche. You look like a douche driving the Tesla car. What is that? The truck. The
That truck,
Cybertruck.
right.
Yeah. But you know, I'm still in the middle. I look at that thing and I'm like, I want to like it so bad, but I just
Why?
don't. Because it looks different. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't look cool. It looks different. You're like, I want this to be something cool, but it's not. It's ridiculous.
It turns heads though. No matter when every time you see, whoa, look at that.
Yeah, because it's so different.
Yeah.
You know, so does a new Corvette.
But listen, I always see one and it's like that Florida orange and it is so obnoxious. It's like you already have an obnoxious car. So what are you going to do? Let's paint it orange.
Yeah.
Like just real douchebag. I don't know. I just
Well, Chad will not fit any kids in that. I can tell you that.
no.
Yeah. All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. I believe Galvin won yesterday.
I think so, yeah.
That is correct.
It was the cover songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pat is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we are going to play 7-letter word ladder. Can you name the 7-letter words in this word ladder? And for anyone who does not remember,
Yeah, I don't remember.
what a word ladder is, a word ladder is whatever the word is before you are going to change one letter to make the next word.
All right.
Letter.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one letter. Don't think too hard about it.
Yeah.
First one, female coop dweller.
Hen.
7 letters.
Oh. Yeah.
Duh.
Okay.
Yes.
It's fine.
Chicken.
Yes, chicken. Mike
Yes.
Calta.
Why did we
Tonight-
both go hen?
I don't know.
Female. You heard female.
Yeah.
I guess.
And it's usually 4 letters.
Maybe
All
I
right.
can't count to 7.
All right.
And now you're going to change one letter.
Right.
Make something more dense, like
Thicken.
soup. What'd you say?
I said thicken.
Yes, you are correct. Wider, more heavily built.
Thicker.
Galvin. Famous Rodin statue.
Thinker.
Mike Calta. Stephen King novel about extreme weight loss.
Thinner.
Galvin. Became less dense, like a person's hair when balding.
Thinning. Nope.
Thinner. Nope. That's stupid. You just said that.
Thinner, change one letter.
Yeah.
Become less dense, like a person's hair when balding.
Wispy.
Nope, still doesn't work. I was looking for thinned.
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 All right.
Held onto a violin with the lower part of one's face.
Chin.
What'd you say?
Chin.
Yes, chinned. Filled openings in a log cabin with caulk.
With what?
With no.
Chimmed.
Last word is chinned. Change one letter. Filled openings in a log cabin with caulk. Caulk.
Can you say it one more time?
No.
I don't know.
This is the last
Chinked.
Whoa.
Is what you call
What are you trying
that.
to walk us into?
Whoa.
Yeah, you
No.
can't say that. All
Listen,
right.
that is what that process is called.
I mean, not say that.
Lumberers. And Pap, we are halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points, and Michael and Galvin are both tied with 3 points.
All right, we're doing 7-letter word ladder. Your last word was chinked.
No.
Your next word.
Not my word.
Yeah.
This, no point. Your next clue. Brought glasses together when
Clink.
toasting. Mike. Made noise when rattling chains.
Clacked.
Clang.
I don't know.
Your pronunciation, I can't really tell.
Clanged. What is it?
Clanked.
Clanked.
I did
Clank.
not say that. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. It was. Your next one. Held a push-up for an extended
Planked.
period. Galvin. Put seeds in soil to make them
Plant.
grow.
Planted.
Planted.
Oh, I threw an ad in there at the end.
Pap.
I did not hear the ED, Michael.
Oh, man.
I understand.
Point Galvin.
Point Galvin. Wow. Last word planted. Your next one. Box or pot for flowers.
Planter.
Mike Calta. Coating for walls and ceilings. Your last word was planter. Change one letter.
Painter.
Coating for walls and ceilings.
painter. No, is that what you
That's
said?
what I said.
Painted.
No, I was looking for plaster.
Plaster.
Oh, come on.
And Pap.
Chinked.
No,
Okay.
we're on the last
Clock.
three. We're on the last three.
Geo no movement, still 0 on the board, and Michael and Galvin are tied with 5 points each.
All right.
All right, 7-letter word ladder. Last word plaster. Last 3. Here we go. Gun used
Plaster.
by.
Han Solo.
Yes, you got it,
Yeah,
Galvin.
Oh.
Blaster was the last one?
Yeah.
Blaster.
Yeah.
Blaster.
One who brags about him
Poster.
or Galvin. And your last one.
Coaster.
Toaster.
Machine for heating coffee beans.
Roaster.
Roaster.
Kenny Rogers.
I've used my toaster before.
No,
Yes.
Heat your coffee beans?
And
that
that should
is
count.
That does not work.
Your final score, Geo, 0 on the board, Michael with 6, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
Kachaya! Woo! Trademark 2020.
Better step it up, Gio. Better step it up. That's 2 in a row.
0.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got blanked 2 days in
Yeah.
a row, man.
Oh, 2 days in a row you got blanked? That's a rule.
I don't know.
I
if
mean,
it's true.
a third 0, I think something has to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take
do
your
you,
pants
Joe?
off.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
just
do.
judge the game.
Yeah, well, you will.
Third
you,
zero,
You
you
judge
get-
the game,
you
and
don't-
I'll play until you blank me 3 times.
You don't make the
How about
rules.
that?
You don't make the rules.
I'm making
That's
a
interesting.
suggestion. I make a
That's interesting.
suggestion. Yeah.
You don't make the rules.
Well, we
Hey,
can-
Joe, during the winter, I need you to go out there and chink the turtle's house, if you will.
I'll be
Listen,
happy to chink the turtle house.
listen, we're not going to make this rule now because Gio already has 2 in a row. But I think starting tomorrow, you get 3 zeros in a row. Joe comes in the game and you have to
I
judge.
like that. I like that.
Right?
I like
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not
The swap
tomorrow,
out.
though.
No,
Yeah.
not starting tomorrow, but not with your
Going forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's you have to get 3 starting tomorrow.
All right.
000 swap rule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, Calvin, what line are you playing for?
I'm gonna go for line 4, please.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Butch.
How you doing, Butch? Oh,
Butch.
man, you get a
Yeah.
good name like Butch. You hold on to that.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
What's that?
I said,
Oh.
what's up? Good morning.
Sorry, Butch. These phone lines
That's
suck.
okay.
In 2025, you would think the one thing we'd have crystal clear would be a phone line. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize.
Thank you so much.
All right, brother. Thank you. There you go. Butch on line 4, Carmen.
Butch, a
Got it.
family name, you think?
Nah, he's probably like a Richard or something.
Yeah.
They
Is that
call him
is that-
Butch.
I was gonna say, is that what that's short for? I thought it was Dick. Richard is Dick.
Yeah.
What is Butch? Is it William?
Let's go back
Something-
to Butch.
yeah, let's ask Butch.
Let's go back to Butch. Butch, what's the name on the birth
Hey.
certificate, Butch?
Okay, so my dad's name is Gary, so I'm Gary Jr. So my grandmother started calling me Butch when I was a youngin.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's just nickname.
So I've been Butch my whole life. So my friends know me as Butch, but my name is Gary.
Yeah, that's pretty
So I
good.
introduced myself. Huh?
That's pretty good. Like, because your grandmother could have called you like Sweetie Face or something. You're lucky you got away with a Butch.
Oh. Yeah, it was going to be Wayne or Junior. So
Oh, Butch is the way
yeah,
to go.
no,
Good job,
definitely.
Butch. What do you do for a living? A man's job?
for sure, I'm an electrician.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
using
From the
his hands.
municipality.
Yeah.
He's fixing things I
That's
don't know
right.
anything about. Good job, Butch. All right, hold on. Butch
Could've
is on
called-
line 4.
Could have called him Sparky.
Well, you know what? If you knew,
It's Butch.
Carmen,
Yes.
Gary's on line 4.
Gotcha.
Not as cool.
Yeah.
Not as cool.
Nope.
can't
Galvin, what do
remember.
we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have junk in the trunk, ugly job, and bad news for fans of hair bands.
Oh, man. All right. We got news with Galvin. We'll take a quick break and we'll dive right into that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. I put up a picture during the Trump speech last night of somebody in the crowd. I don't know who that was.
Oh, I know exactly who that is.
Who is that?
She is a congresswoman
Yeah.
from, I
I
believe,
figured that.
Connecticut.
Yes,
and
Connecticut.
she has a net worth of like $20 million. And yeah, it's the craziest thing. Like, who is making her in charge of anything?
I don't know, man. She's got blue hair and a big hook nose, and she looks like a villain from a Marvel movie. She looks like if I said to you, this is the Hollow Witch from the new
Right,
Marvel,
yeah.
you'd be like, oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Oh man, I hope Spider-Man can stop her.
Exactly. So
Well, that's like any of the different things. You know, we always go back and forth about Fetterman, about him wearing the
Sweatsuit,
hoodies and
shorts.
stuff. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it's probably not as important as what they do and what they say, but what people look like, that's your first thing.
Listen, you're talking to a guy whose wife told him he looks like he dresses homeless the other day.
Right,
So
yeah.
I get it,
And we'll get into it, but the guy who they wound up having to remove last night, how is he in charge of anything?
Yeah.
It's
all
crazy.
right. Joe, are we live on the YouTube?
We are indeed.
Are we
Michael.
live on the Bone TV?
Yes, we are
All
indeed.
right, good. I just like to make sure you're
Yep.
doing your thing. If you want to find us, if you got the Bone TV on the app, you can watch it. If you want to go to YouTube, if you're at work and you want to watch it there, you can do that as well.
Subscribe, people.
Like and subscribe.
yeah.
And you know what else? Give us little likes.
Yeah.
That helps the algorithm.
That definitely does.
I don't know. I don't care about any of that stuff. But if you want to go watch it, it's available. There you go. And the picture that I was talking about is up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Right now, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I'm crushing coffees, Gio. I might have to move up to 2.
Oh,
Really?
man.
I might have to go to 2.
Yeah.
I've been dialing back. I'm going to the venti. I might not even need that anymore.
Man.
Do you think 2 coffees, is that part of the training for the 5K or no?
Yeah. It gives me the fuel that I need.
My doctor said I need more heavy cream.
I was talking to Bert the other day, and he's probably going to call the show soon because he's got to promote his special and he's got to promote the 5K and all that. And I thought maybe I'll use that as the opportunity to bail out.
Oh.
Bail out.
What?
I was walking yesterday,
Yeah.
and just my
Inside,
knees-
outside?
Inside on the treadmill.
Okay.
I only walk on the inside,
Mm.
and my knees are just feeling old. They're just hurting.
Mm.
I thought that they would get stronger the more I walked, and I feel like they're getting weaker.
What are you wearing when you're walking? What shoes
Just-
are you wearing?
Oh, running shoes. I have a pair of shoes in the gym that I just throw on real quick.
Have you tried walking outside? Because sometimes those
I don't
treadmills
like
are not good on your knees.
Maybe that's it.
And
Gio.
it's different.
Yeah, it is.
I don't like walking outside. I don't like people. I don't like nature.
Now,
sun.
And nobody's inviting you to their open.
now's the time to do that because it's not
Crazy.
crazy hot.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like maybe you tried walking on the the concrete surface. It might be different.
Right now, March 5th, 2025, what is the percentage of you actually doing the 5K?
85%
85% doing it.
doing it.
Okay.
I can't bail out. The worst thing that's going to happen, I think, is that I'll walk it, which is fine.
That's not so bad.
It's not so bad. There'll be a bunch of walkers. Fat Jelly Roll will be walking it too. Maybe Jelly Roll and I could hold hands and walk it together.
Jelly's going to jog
Jelly
a little
ain't
bit.
I'll
He's
chase
going to
that
jog
bitch.
a little bit of it.
All right, I'll jog a little bit too then.
Mhm.
I'll jog as much as Jelly Roll's jogging.
Do you think over the course of the 3.1 miles,
Is that how many it is?
yeah, that you could jog not continuously, but out of that 3.1 miles, one of the miles?
Not continuously.
No, not
Yeah.
continuously, but I'm saying
Like when I
Jog
would,
1 whole mile.
like that's 4 times around the track
is 1 mile.
is 1 mile. So I got to do 12 times around the track.
I mean, if your math is correct, actually a little bit more.
The 5K is in 60 days from today.
Are you running it or walking it, Gio?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
You are.
Yeah.
Is Jamie doing it with you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you guys?
You doing it, Joe?
Yes.
Are you planning on running it or walking it?
I'm going to walk it
Yeah.
because Christy wants to do it and she doesn't want to run it the whole way.
Should we make Team
Just bad
Calta
news.
shirts?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously.
We need Team Calta shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, should there be a prize of whoever gets first?
By the way,
Well, it's not
I'd
fair.
go Team Kelta tank tops, please.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be
There's no
May.
question who's going to finish first. Old Marathon Joe over there is going to finish first.
No.
Marathon
Yeah.
Joe?
No, I meant Marathon.
I don't-
Galvin Marathon Joe.
Okay.
I said
Yeah.
the wrong name. Marathon Steve
I'm not
over there.
fast, though.
Yeah, but you're going to
Yeah,
run.
but consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Never mind.
I mean,
Right.
Wait, what are you wanting to bet?
There'll be no
I'll
wager.
bet you.
There'll be no wager.
In my mind, I'm thinking I can beat Mike. I might be able to beat Joe.
No
He's
way.
I still haven't seen
No
you guys go to
way.
the stop sign. So I don't
I'm
know.
ready any day.
And
I'm
you can't count out Carmen either.
loose knees.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
that's-
running.
Yeah.
Are
See?
you going to walk
I'm
it?
walking the whole thing.
I'll hold your hand.
That's fine.
Are
Okay.
you going to jog at all, Carmen, or
No.
just walk?
Just walk.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
see me going to jog and taking 4 steps and going, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk.
I don't run. I tried that and my I got a lot of problems from it. You know what I mean?
Who wants to power walk it?
Yeah.
How do
Right.
they know?
Oh, I'll power walk.
How do they know when you've done it? Like, what if I do 3 laps and I'm like, woof, I'm out.
You
That
have a
was
chip
great.
in your bib.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. When you cross the finish, when you start and then cross the finish line, it records it.
Oh, chipping my bib.
Yeah, and depending
Yeah.
on how long the race is, it has different parts where you go over the thing and it reads it. So
Yeah,
you're not just doing the old Jim Florentine.
Yeah, that's what I thought I would do.
Yeah, at the end,
And-
it should give you your time, your pace, all that kind of stuff.
Right. And now you said you've been training for this, right, Mike?
Well, I've been walking. Yes,
Okay. So how many miles have you been walking daily?
a mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's time to up that.
I know.
It's been a month or
I know.
it's been 2 months.
So I walked a mile, and I was walking with a little bit of an incline, trying to build up my knees a little bit, and that doesn't seem to be helping.
Yeah, I think you should try just walking outside on
Yeah.
a flat
Yeah.
surface.
I don't like it, Gio.
You know,
That's where the
you're doing
5K is.
inclines
Tweeting
on
birds
a,
out there,
Yeah.
and lawn guys, and it's just there's a whole world out there I'm not ready for.
Oh Jesus.
Mike
you're
Calta
gonna have
Show, good
people-
morning.
You're gonna have people yelling at you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning, Mike. This is David May. I'm a friend of Bert's, and I will be walking the 5K. Maybe I tried to go out yesterday, and I did 1.7 miles, and I haven't walked very much in a long time because I had some leg problems trying to
Right.
walk again.
Right.
I can barely walk today. I can't move,
Yeah.
but we got 90 days or 60 days or however long, bro. If I can do it, and I'm telling you, I walk like I quit drinking, all that stuff. God punished me because I still walk like I'm drunk.
Oh,
But
God punished me.
where to go?
What happened?
Well, no, I had some medical problems, had this neuropathy thing come up, and all this other crap, and I had to learn how to walk again.
All
But
right.
Bert's my buddy.
All
I'm
right.
coming. He's coming in town. Like I reached out to him, so we're all going to walk it together. I'm going to try to not look as bad as Jelly, but I think I probably will. I'm not that big, but I'm that walking
I got
hurting. So
Me and
we're
me
gonna
and
get it
weak
done, brother.
me and weak knees David will be walking together. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Mike Calta Show, good morning. Great.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you have the Energy Arch shoes
I don't know what the hell that
with
is. sir.
that has carbon fiber spring in it, so it'll help you spring forward?
Oh no, I don't have that. I gotta buy those fat girl shoes. They got the big heel that help you. I'm exercising.
Yeah,
while
get
I'm
some
walking.
Hoka. No, get some Hokas.
Hoka's
or
the
whatever.
way to go.
But
Yeah.
also, you didn't you get the Cam Hayward ones?
I do. I have those. Those
no,
are my.
Cam Hayward. Cam
No,
Hayward's
I
the
know him.
Steelers.
Cam, the hunter.
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
No.
Jordan.
No.
Cam.
Bill Soup. Cam
Hang on, I'm gonna get it. Cam Haynes.
Cam Bertram. Cameron Haynes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the speed. And he's got a new pair out that I really like, so maybe I'll buy those.
Who is a big hunter guy, but he also does like ultra
He,
marathons and all kind of.
I bought those shoes one day because Bobby was like, "See these shoes? They're cool. You should buy them." I said, "Okay." So I bought them, and he goes, "Sometimes I just tell you things to see if you'll buy them." And I go, "Well, you said they were cool, and they are really cool." And they have this. They don't have shoelaces. They have a dial, and you turn the dial, and it tightens up the thing, and it makes it fit perfect. I really like them. They're like $300. They're super expensive, but I may buy a new pair for the race. Well, I'll break them in.
I was gonna say, buy them now.
Break them in.
And start walking outside.
All right, I'm back in.
Get it done.
I'm back, baby.
All right,
All right.
60 days.
60 days to 2 bears, 5K.
60 days, 85%.
Question though, where is because it's Raymond James Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it's through the stadium,
Or around the track.
around the track, if it's inside the stadium around, or you walk around the stadium and then
I would
you
have
finish on
to.
the inside.
I would have to think you probably finish on the inside.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so you
All right.
do something, they'll have it shut down, and then you go and run inside, and that'll be the finish line.
At the end, they're supposed to have, bars with beer and all kinds
Oh,
of
there
food.
we go.
Ice
stuff.
tubs, all
Yeah.
kind of different stuff. Yeah.
All the things you expect to go along with running,
Oh, yeah.
beer and vodka.
The
Well,
fact
you
that
do. I mean, after the runs, that's what they have. They have
Yeah.
them all set up where they have all kind of food and drinks and all kind of stuff. Yeah,
Little
you're
party.
done. You just finished.
All
Like,
right.
celebrate.
I can't believe they don't do like the beer mile because that was a big thing for a while.
Carmen, we
Ever-
had talked about doing that with the station.
Yeah.
We were going to try and do that, and it just never came to fruition. But yeah, that was something we wanted to try and do. Gio, you would like that. Do you know what the beer mile is?
I think so.
Where you do once around the track, and then you chug a beer once around the
yeah.
track, and you have to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm in.
out of
Let's
that.
do that. Let's do it.
They also do. There's a lot of challenges that you probably shouldn't do. The beer mile, that seems like fun, whatever. But then they also do the fastest mile in jeans.
Oh no.
That's more my speed.
That sounds terrible. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
We did this already.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did?
All right.
Yep.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, President Donald Trump gave his first address to a joint session of Congress since returning to power, covering topics from domestic policy to foreign affairs. In the longest annual address in modern history, Trump focused on the economy, digging in on trade and tariffs and promising to provide, quote, relief to working families amid high inflation. Immigration was also a key focus, with Trump stressing crimes allegedly committed by undocumented immigrants and calling for stricter border security.
Can I be a douche for a second?
Sure. Douche it out.
Please.
Jocelyn Nungary was, I believe, the 12-year-old girl that was kidnapped by the illegals and tortured under a bridge and killed.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Her mom was there last night. Her mom is smoking hot. Oh my God! Did you see her?
Yeah.
She had the eyelashes. She looked a little goth. She was smoking hot.
Yeah.
And you know what kind of creep? Anyway.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no,
She was
no.
hot.
Sorry your child was murdered, but you're hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say.
At least you got that going for you.
He also touted his 2024 election victory and critiqued the Biden administration in a divisive speech that drew protests from Democratic lawmakers. Here are some of the highlights and what happened with Trump and all the different stuff last night. Speaking
Okay.
of Congress, take a listen.
We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started. We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. The chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again. Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out of control. And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight. Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Today I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
I mean, what a show. This is the best thing I've seen on TV in a long time. Back in the day when C-SPAN first started showing inside the government rooms, they would show inside Congress, they would show a bunch of different governments, and they would also show inside Parliament. And in Parliament, they wear wigs and they do this weird stuff, and they have these old traditions, and they would yell at each other. And it was so much fun to watch because they'd be like, they'd just be doing a lot of yelling and all that. This is what it was like last night. Last night was the biggest, funniest baby protest I've ever seen in my life. So the Democrats sit on one side, the Republicans sit on the other. The Republicans stand and clap for everything, and the Democrats sit there and hold up little signs that say lies and Elon Musk steals, and they have all these bad signs. And some people brought whiteboards. They ladies wore pink. I don't understand it. Like, here is my thing. I said the same thing when Biden was president. If you're never going to work together, it's never going to work. I mean, at some point you have to go, all right, listen. The guy's a little bit of a douchebag, and he's definitely pompous, and he loves to hear himself talk. But if we don't, we don't end this war, more people are going to die. If you cooperate just a little bit, I found one of the most disturbing things was I was trying to see what they would give into to clap for Trump. Even like what he's right. He could have said, "I've cured cancer" last night, and they wouldn't clap for him. At one point, they had a 13-year-old boy who has had brain cancer, and he's had surgery, and all this kid ever wanted to be was a cop. And they got the kid there, and he's in uniform, and he's in like a police uniform, and you could tell he's got some mental issues. And the father is there, and he's very proud of him, and he's holding the kid up, and the kid's a little confused as to what's going on. And the president's talking about him, and it's making the kid happy. He's paying attention to it, and they surprise him. And they make him part of the Secret Service. They give him a badge.
Honorary member, yeah.
Honorary member of the Secret Service. And everybody claps. And the kid is so excited that he turns and hugs the guy who gives him the Secret Service badge. It's like one of the sweetest, most natural moments I've seen on television in a long time. Nothing. They just sat there like a bunch of mushes. You can cheer for the kid. You don't have to. I just thought that.
But they do every side does this every year.
Side does it. It's terrible, Gio. It's terrible.
The signs looked really stupid.
The signs look stupid.
That was dumb.
Especially since he's talking about. Look, I know every politician stretches the truth to be in their favor, but there's a lot of these things that are true or in the works. And instead of coming out and being a bitch about it from the start, maybe if you had a little bit more of an open mind and you were willing to work with people, more things would get done.
But I think the big thing is if Biden wouldn't have made eggs so expensive.
No. Well, it's Biden's treating of the bird flu. With the process that they went after the chickens to kill the chickens for the bird flu was what caused the shortage. So that's what he's referring to.
So the guy that they had removed was a representative from Texas, Al Green, who looked like unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Yeah.
And just what is going on?
All these congressmen, there's so many of them. They're all trying to get their moment to stick out. You know
what I'd like to know what Al Green was saying. Because they're all yelling lies.
He's been trying to impeach Trump since the first.
Right.
He was yelling that there's no mandate because they say there's a mandate by the people because they won all the swing states.
Right.
And he was yelling there's no mandate.
But there is a mandate. They won all the swing states.
Right.
They won all the swing states. They won the popular vote. They won the electoral vote. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. I mean, he's there.
It doesn't matter who's in office. This happens every year. Last year, Marjorie Taylor Greene was standing up yelling that Biden was a liar in the middle of his State Union.
Still think that is so disrespectful.
Yeah,
that is a sitting president that is giving a speech. Show respect for whoever that person is up there. I think it's disrespectful.
It's the only way a lot of these congressmen can break through.
Yeah, they make
so
names
many
for
of them. They
themselves.
make names for themselves.
Did you hear whenever he said even Pocahontas is back?
That was great.
And they cut to her, and she's
But when he called her Pocahontas, I actually laughed out loud.
They're all just so petty, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It would be better if you could see them both, because I know what you're going to say, and you're going to go by memory. But last night, they kept showing them both. Noam or Boebert. You got to pick one.
Boebert.
I picked Boebert, too.
Boebert, because she does dirty stuff in the theater.
Noam looked so good, though, last night.
Yeah.
Melania looks like a cobra. Cobra.
I don't think that was the real Melania last
By
night.
the way,
no, that was like Melania too.
Oh.
By the way, you don't really hear Melania speak too much.
Yeah.
Every once in a while you do, but I saw a thing where she was giving a speech.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good?
She is so hard to understand.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's speaking all these languages.
Right.
None of them, English isn't even in the top 5.
I'm not saying she's dumb, but I didn't realize how much of an accent she has.
Right.
Well, I mean, she has a major accent.
I don't know if you got the memo. English official language.
Yeah.
I know. She better get working on it.
She knows it.
She knows it. She knows
Yeah.
it. She just speaks it with an accent. How about this? With soaring egg prices, chicken rentals could become a thing.
Chicken rental, so you rent a chicken so that it can make you some eggs for a little while.
One service provides hens, feed, and support, allowing customers to collect fresh eggs at home for about $600 for a 6-month rental. So that's
6 months, yeah.
$100 a month. Customers can expect around a dozen eggs per week from 2 hens.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. Chicken rental.
I mean, look, they are saying now that they're encouraging people to go get chickens. I would love to have a little chicken coop. I don't want to upkeep it.
No.
Like Tom would have to come over and take care of my chickens.
And I think Mo was talking about it where didn't he have chickens or something?
Yeah, but then the wolves kept getting it or something.
But they get mites and all kind of stuff. And, yeah. By the way, Donald Trump spoke about this 5 days after the blow-up in the Oval Office. Donald Trump said that he received a letter from Ukraine's President Zelensky saying that he is, quote, ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible. Trump said, I appreciate that he sent this letter, while adding that he received strong signals from Russia that it is ready for peace. Trump also said that Zelensky was ready to sign a minerals deal. Yep. The agreement was put on hold after Trump ordered Zelensky and his entourage to leave the White House after their Oval Office confrontation on Friday.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine thinking you're going to the White House and this is it? This is one step closer to peace. Next thing you know, you're getting thrown out. Yeah. You're getting thrown out and JD Vance is yelling at you with his eye makeup on.
JD Vance is from a movie 13 going on 30. He looks like a little kid that they zapped and put in a suit, and he's got the little face, and he's such a weirdo.
You watch him last night, and he's got the fake little I mean, he's so far up Trump's ass. Every little thing, he's smiling, laughing, giggling.
He's the rich kid from every 80s movie. The one that you hate, the one that got the girl in the beginning, but you can't wait for the poor kid to steal him away.
Right.
He's I don't know why. He's got unlikable face.
Yeah.
He's just unlikable. So. I thought the whole process last night was very interesting. I love watching history unfold in front of our eyes. You know, I what really bugs me, you know, lately I've been really bugged by small talk on like local news and stuff, and watching Ryan Seacrest make jokes, it icks me. Watching the people kiss the president's ass as he's walking in, like leaning down and trying to touch him and take selfies and all that. I'm like, oh, have some dignity.
It's weird.
If that's your state and your person is like, even Rick Scott made an effort to reach out and say something to him, and he was like, ha ha ha. He was like real aggressive about it.
If you've never watched Veep is such a funny show. And whenever Selena Myers, whenever she becomes president, she goes in and she's going through the crowd and she's like, it's too loud, I can't hear you. And then, oh, you have a big hat on, and just the dumb stuff that she's saying because everybody wants to have some sort of interaction with the president.
Yeah, and then they had the one lady that was holding up a little piece of paper that said something like, this is weird or this is not real or something. And then another guy snatched it out of her hand. And I'm like, oh, what are you people this is not the real world for you. None of these people know what it's like to be in the real. Snatch a paper out of my hand and see what happens. Like none of those guys know what that life is like.
No, not at all. 2 goals in the opening 97 seconds spelled a perfect start and a 6-2 win for the Tampa Bay Lightning last night at Amalie Arena. Mitchell Chaffee scored 30 seconds into last night's win over the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Kucherov doubled the lead just over a minute later. The Lightning's first 2 goals was the quickest any team has scored 2 goals to start a game this season, and it is the 3rd fastest of goals in the team's history.
Now, if somebody can tell me this, please, 800-771-1025. Last night was Pride Night at the Lightning game.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, please, by all means, if anybody on this show has anything to say about that in a negative way, please tell me.
What do you think about the Russian player that didn't want to wear the Pride stuff on his jersey?
I think the Russian player should have the right to do that.
That's all.
If his religion is so much against it, but also, you know, you have to stop at some point in your adult life as far as religion goes and say, does this make sense? Even the Pope, the current Pope who's ill right now, came out and said that Jesus would have loved everybody. He would have loved the homosexuals, would have loved it. Like, he made great, like, at some point you have to go, this doesn't make sense. So if you choose to be, but let me tell you the other thing, don't be a hypocrite. Don't let me catch you cheating on your wife. Don't let me catch you doing anything else that God wouldn't like, because then you're just being a hater.
You're just picking and choosing what to like and dislike. Yeah.
But this is my question about last night. I had read this online somewhere, but I only saw it in one spot, so I don't know. Did the gay men's choir sing the national anthem last night?
Oh, I don't know.
So, and if they did, so from what I read last night online, the gay men's choir sang the national anthem and were booed.
Oh.
And that I don't understand. And I don't know if that was the a local thing or if somebody saw that on television somewhere. I don't understand why people let these sort of things bother them. They shouldn't affect them at all. They shouldn't affect them at all. It's crazy. I'm going to go grab some phone calls to see if anybody was there. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. I want to back it up a little bit.
Back it up, sir.
Why is everybody overlooking Senator Josh Hawley, Missouri?
Why are they overlooking him as far as what?
Like, I mean, why isn't this? I mean, this guy's awesome.
Oh, he's fantastic. I love that dude.
Oh my gosh! Like, I mean, that would have been my vice president pick right there.
But here's the thing: when you pick a vice president, you're not really picking a guy that you're like, this guy would be great if I die. You're picking a guy that says, I'm from the North, he's from the South, he's going to get me the South votes, I'll get the North votes, and we'll win. That's the idea.
He's religious.
Yeah,
whatever,
which is why I thought J.D. Vance was a bad idea, because he was so similar to Trump. Nobody that was on the fence was going to go, oh, well, now we'll vote for Trump. He just picked the guy that was going to get him the same votes, which I thought was silly. He had an opportunity to pick other people. But I don't know. I don't know. But, the guy has time now to come out on his own and instead of being a vice president, could be a front runner to be president.
I would imagine he will be president one day. I mean, he's really common sense, smart guy that knows how to handle himself. Yeah, I like him a lot for sure.
All right. Well,
absolutely. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good. Nothing to be sorry about, buddy.
By the way, my buddy Pete, who was at the game last night, said that yes, the gay men's choir did sing the national anthem. No, they were not booed. No.
See, I read differently. It could be different sections. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
What's going on, Mike? How are you? Hey, everybody.
What's happening?
Hey, I was at the game last night. I don't know where you heard that. I didn't hear any booing for what it's worth.
You didn't? Okay, that's good. That's 2 no's.
Are you in the choir or no? Was he in the choir?
I don't think.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I was not in the choir.
Okay, thank you. All right, that's good. I read something online that said that, and I thought that was pretty sickening. But I'm glad that's not true.
Yeah, well, the Lightning crushed. By the way, Kucherov, I think, had like 7 shots on goal. A bunch of people. It was really good.
It's weird that after the game they all have sex.
Yeah. Hedman had 2 goals. I think Ginsel had 2 goals. Kucherov had 1. It was a good game for sure. Speaking of sports, Saquon Barkley, his historic season resulted in the Philadelphia Eagles running back becoming the highest paid player for his position in NFL history.
I don't know though. The way they shut him down in the Super Bowl, I feel like other teams are going to be able to program against him now.
Well, I mean, you would think that that's what you would focus on if you're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
But Barkley signed a 2-year contract extension worth $41.2 million and has become the first running back to make $20+ million per year.
Well, I mean, the running backs are the ones that should be making all the money. I mean, obviously quarterback first.
But it's interesting because it seems like the sport has gone away from the running back.
Yeah, they kind of devalued him the last couple of years.
Yeah. And that was one of Saquon Barkley's points. He wanted to make it cool again to be a running back.
There was at the beginning of the year, there was like all the top running backs were like on a group text. Right. They all met up and they were trying to like make the position more popular again. And now look what happened.
Make running backs great again.
For real.
It kind of went the way of the guitar solo. You know what I mean? Like it was always a guitar solo in songs. You're like, yeah, guitar solo. And then guitar solos went away and you're like, well, what happened to guitar solos?
The league shifted to passing games and stuff. And now you got these wide receivers that are making all the money. where it used to be running backs.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of should be equal. It's just the way the offenses are kind of going.
And if you can change the game as much as Saquon can,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That's wild.
He
That's
definitely
wild.
is a massive part of why the Eagles got to the Super Bowl.
Do you think they're going to stop the tush push, the brotherly shove?
No, I don't think that there's any reason to. There's
No.
nothing that makes it illegal.
But it's also like, oh, okay, it's something you can't stop, so
Right.
now you're going to make it illegal? You know, that's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
And the Bucks have stopped the tush push before.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying a lot of teams. A lot of teams.
I just like to throw that in there. Anytime they say that nobody can stop it.
Bucks stopped Saquon and they stopped the tush push.
Yeah.
Both things that people need to do whenever they play against Philly.
If you can't stop it, like you can't just take something away because it's working.
This guy could throw really far. We should make it so you.
But
only
they've
throw.
done that before, like when they used to have if a player would run and jump over the and step on the other player, and they had to take that away.
And other teams have tried it, and they just can't seem
get it
to
right.
execute it as good as the Eagles do.
Yeah. Last night, LeBron James became the first player in the NBA history to score 50,000 career points across the regular season and playoffs.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good for him.
I also read a thing, I think it was last night's game, that it was the first time two players on the same team scored over 30 points and had over three-pointers or something, him and Luka.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they're just crushing
Yeah,
it,
I don't.
man.
I mean, can you imagine getting that call and going, "We'd be interested in trading Luka"?
Yeah.
You go, give whatever they want.
Yeah. Gio and I were talking earlier. The GM for the Giants and the GM for the Mavs should have a murder-suicide because that's the crazy. Giving away Saquon, giving away Luka, maybe the two of the dumbest things you've ever seen in your life.
I don't know if you're going to mention it, but I was reading that apparently the Giants tried to trade for Matt Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
Out of LA, and they met his requirements for the money and what the Rams were asking, and Stafford had like a no trade clause and turned it down. I was like, no, I'm not going to go.
I'm not going to the Giant. That mess.
No way. A spring cleaning poll, this is interesting for all of us, I think. A spring cleaning poll found that 34% of the stuff we own isn't used very often, and it just takes up space. That includes stuff we don't want but haven't got rid of, other people's stuff we somehow ended up with, and 13% is actual junk. But some of it is also sentimental stuff that we're just hanging on to.
I would say I'm more in the 40% junk stuff, 60% stuff I don't touch, and I don't know, man. I got too much garbage.
Yeah, I try and get rid of a lot of stuff, but it also makes its way to my garage, and then it just sits out there. I remember for the longest time I had Spanish's table. He had a table that he had that wasn't like a nice table or anything, and not making fun of him. I'm just saying, like,
just a
it
table.
wasn't something that you were like, oh, well, it's a really nice table. I need to store this or anything. But I had it for the longest time, and then I think like 8 years later, he came by and got it.
Yeah. I have a desk for Joe. That's just I have a desk in the middle of my bedroom.
Yeah,
just sitting there in the middle of the bedroom because Joe. Well, it's no big deal. Joe wanted the desk, and I said, okay, well, wait till you can get it over here. Now it's just sitting in my bedroom.
For this job.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
well, listen, my garage is pretty full right now. I'm moving my mom's stuff around.
You got bands rehearing there.
Bands in there. I can,
he did fix it up a little bit though.
Yeah.
He was out there working on it.
All right.
He's got it going. Here are 8 morning habits that can make you miserable. All right.
Doing
so
a radio show.
If you're doing any of these things, you should stop doing it. Immediately reaching for your phone when you wake up.
But that's my alarm.
Yeah, alarm.
No, but okay, if it's your alarm, that's one thing. But I'm saying if you look at your phone first thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I usually shut my alarm off and I try and like not look at it until I get here.
Yeah, I mean, I have to just look real quick. I don't go through it all, but I scan to make sure I didn't get a lot of times I'll wake up to an 11 p.m. text from Pete says, call me with 3 exclamation points. I go, oh, God.
I wake up, it's my alarm, whatever, and then I go in the bathroom and scroll.
Yeah, I don't in the bathroom. I don't have any time. I don't poop in the morning.
Oh, I do. I give myself
poop every
time.
morning?
Oh, every morning.
Get it started.
Clear it out.
Gio,
buddy.
you poop in the morning?
No.
Yeah.
Joe, you poop in the morning?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys aren't healthy.
No, that's not true.
I'm more of a mid-afternoon to
I'm an
evening.
afternoon pooper.
Yeah, you're sitting on that the whole day, though.
Well, you're not sitting.
No, I'm not.
It's working its way through the system.
How many times a day are you going?
One
time.
Yeah.
You?
1 to 2.
You?
2, maybe 3 sometimes.
I would say 3 to 4.
You better check your colon.
No.
You're having problems.
A lot going on.
Everything's great.
No, I don't know.
literally just was at the doctor the other day.
Yeah, but you didn't
Everything's
have him
fantastic.
check that.
His system is moving through. He's processing
Right.
and exiting. Done.
I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't know. No, I was gonna say I'm not eating a lot, but I bet you're not eating a lot either.
I eat often,
Yeah.
and I'm eating good stuff, and it cleans you out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been a multiple pooper in the day.
Always.
That's odd to me.
Hmm.
That's
Carmen,
odd.
how many times?
Wait, what?
Well, you know.
Oh
You're
no.
probably going right now.
1 to 2.
Yeah, right. You're on a normal.
It says the
normal
average
rate.
is 3.
Yeah. See, there you
Average
go.
poop is 3 times a day.
Yeah. I mean, it says it can vary from people, but just,
I'm sorry.
there's no set number, but the average would be 3.
There's no way that is correct.
That's what Google says.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask
We'll
Bailey.
find out.
See what Bailey. Good morning, Bailey. How are you?
Good morning, Mike.
Bailey, what is the average time? I'm sorry, change that. How many times a day should a normal adult human being
Healthy.
make a poopy?
No worries. On average, a healthy adult typically goes to the bathroom for a bowel movement about once a day, though it can range from 3 times a week to 3 times a day, depending on the individual.
Yeah.
Okay,
It really varies.
so
Exactly.
a healthy one is 1 time a day.
It's exactly what
That's
you
right.
said.
For
1
many
to 3.
people, once a day is normal. But what's most important is that it's consistent and comfortable for you. If you have any concerns, it's always good to consult with a healthcare professional.
Hey, Bailey, where is Pitbull Toddler playing this weekend?
Yes, Pitbull Toddler is playing at the St. Pete Grand Prix this Saturday.
Oh,
It should be a lot of fun.
That was last Saturday. You're
She's
really falling
terrible.
Oh,
apart.
man.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
I like Frank better.
Yeah.
My apologies for the mix-up. I must have gotten my dates confused. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about, or if you have any questions, just let me know.
Bye.
Terrible.
3 times in a week is very concerning
Oh, that can't be
to
right.
me.
Yeah.
But they
Well-
said that's normal.
No, there are some times where I don't go in a day, but I don't eat a lot. I'm not eating a lot. I'm eating small portions and I'm spreading it out. So I'm not really eating a lot.
Yeah.
This is saying basically whatever you do is normal for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if
Right.
you're once a day and you do it, whatever. If you are once a day,
Yeah, but if
5
you're
times,
going 3 times a day and I'm only going 1, it seems like one of us has a problem.
yeah, and I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you, old
Yeah, I
loose
mean-
colon over there.
You live different lifestyles.
And you
Gee,
eat differently.
Yeah.
Galvin pours it in and pumps right out.
Yeah.
You got one straight tube going through you.
Yeah.
I got twists and turns. Got to
Well,
get through my
It's all sticking in there and
No,
stuff.
no,
Yeah.
no. It's just
Yeah.
pushing like toothpaste. You got to
So
push it out.
gross.
Oh, no.
You got to put more in to push the rest out. I'm starting to feel like I have to go now.
No.
You got to push it out.
That's going to be the one?
Sometimes if I have to go before the show, like during the show, then it's usually a 2.
So some of the stuff that can make you miserable in the morning, immediately reaching for your phone is one. Dwelling on yesterday's problems or mistakes.
Oh,
It's hard not to do.
I do that the minute I wake up.
Yep.
I think of all
I
the
know you
horrible
do.
things
You do?
all the time. I'm stressed over everything.
Yesterday is done. There is nothing you
Yeah.
can do about it. The only thing you can affect is tomorrow, and you can do that today. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah, that's it. But that's it.
I
What are
wi-
you,
I would come to your
Confucius?
seminar.
I wish it was that. The minute I wake up, I think of all the problems I have.
Oh, see
You gotta
that?
let
See,
it go,
Carmen,
man.
where we were talking about happy and optimistic and stuff. That's me. That's me. I don't. I am number one. My number one motto in my entire life has been, "It'll work out."
Yeah.
That's denial.
No, it's not.
That's denial.
No.
It doesn't always
Has-
just work out.
Has it worked out for me?
Has
Totally
it?
worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
totally worked out for me.
stressing about something that you can't control.
Yes,
like
it's
we're
terrible
all
for you.
right. Like we're all here at work right now, right?
Right.
If you're stressing about your kids' dance recital tonight, that's not helping you. That's not doing anything for you at this moment. That's just causing stress in your life.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
hurting you. It's the
Right.
nothing you're doing, thinking about it and stressing out about it is going to help anything. Also, any problem that you have or anything, whatever, if you just go to sleep on it or take a shower or whatever, it usually comes to you. The resolution usually comes
Yes,
to you.
I will tell you. If the best way to solve a problem is to step away from it for a little while.
Yeah.
You come back, your mind resets, and you're like, all right, I can fix this. But I'll tell you, I feel like if you're not constantly thinking about things, then you're blowing them off. You're not paying enough attention to it. If you're not constantly thinking about work, then you're not putting all of it into work.
Have I
And
ever?
you shouldn't have to put everything into work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you
here's
should.
here's the thing.
No.
And I know you don't know my entire life, but have you known me to ever miss a deadline, forget something, not come through?
That's
with
not
something?
That's not it. That's doing the minimum amount.
So you're saying my entire existence I've been doing the minimum?
No, not at all. But what I'm saying is that doing what you're supposed to do, getting to the deadline and doing what they told you to do, and I don't mean you specifically, is what you're told to do, is what you're expected to do. Going above and beyond is what stresses me out.
Oh, I go above and beyond all the time.
That's what stresses me out. Constantly thinking about what more can be done and how to make things bigger and better is what stresses me out. Wow, we're just different people. You poop 3 times a day. What do you want from me?
I'm always like, what? Where did I go wrong?
Where did I fail?
What is the negative? Why is everything negative with you? Did it stem from your childhood?
I don't know. I always think, oh my, I could have done that different if I just done this. And
I've never seen anybody like a guest could be on the show. And then 10 minutes before they go, the guy has pneumonia and they canceled. And Gio will apologize as if he did something wrong.
I feel the oness is on me.
It's not though. Not if the guy had pneumonia and he had to cancel.
I feel like if I had made the interview a day prior, then he would be on now.
It's on you when we're supposed to have a guy on, and we're working on it, we can't, and then he shows up on a different radio show. Then you go, well, that was on you.
He goes to the station instead of coming here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If he shows up somewhere else and that's my word. That's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. Think of that.
Gio, number 3, starting your day with complaints.
Yeah.
Try not to roll out of bed starting complaining about the weather or how much you don't want to go to work, or it sets a negative tone.
Yeah. I don't think I complain about it. I feel overwhelmed by things.
I have gotten up and I said, today is the day I'm going to kick this day's ass. And then most of the days I'm like, oh, today's the day I'm going back to bed after the show. It's just,
I wake up and go, oh God, let me just get through this.
See,
it's my mindset. I know this. It's a wrong mindset to have.
I think for me, the thing I enjoy most is doing the show. So I think in the morning when I wake up and it's the first thing I get to do, it sets a tone and I'm good.
The 4 hours I'm here, yes, I will agree with that.
If it is a mediocre show or a bad show, like if we tried hard and nothing came out of it at the end of the show, I'm like, that show stunk today, or it was just boring, that'll ruin the rest of my day. Then my wife will be like, why are you in a bad mood? I go, I don't know. I just am, and that's why. I know why.
A lot of the times, if that happens, I go, man, Mike was bad today.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But then all day I'll go over the things. What could I have done different?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and then I'm racing to get to the next one so I can wash the other one away.
Yeah, interesting, man. We all handle these things differently.
I'm like, damn it, I'm not doing enough.
This one is one of those, little kind of space age and whatever. Not taking time to be grateful. Whatever. It says take 5 minutes to think of stuff that you're thankful for.
I do that all the time. I think Galvin, we do that more than we.
Yeah, but like actually saying it makes you just go, all right, shut up.
Say
hippie.
it to yourself.
You know what I mean?
Say to myself, nobody cares about you. Nobody wants to hear you sitting there talking about how grateful you are for anything.
Yeah.
Say it to yourself and appreciate it. And sometimes tell other people you're grateful for them. But that's it.
Yeah. Rushing through your morning without fuel. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but 1 in 4 Americans skip it. If you're cranky by noon, eating something small and healthy in the AM might help.
Yeah. I mean,
I've trained myself not to eat in the morning.
None of us eat in the morning.
Yeah.
We all drink whatever we're drinking. I drink coffee. You drink tea. Joe eats nuts out of a jar.
I do.
Yeah. But that's Joe does it. Joe just fuels little kibbles and bits.
Yeah.
I have to eat.
A little bit.
Yeah, you do. You're a monster.
Yeah, you've trained yourself that way. Where Gio, this one for sure for you. Engaging in negative self-talk. It goes hand in hand with starting off the day with complaints. Don't let your inner monologue drag you down with thoughts like you're lazy or you're messing up or guest went to the studio when he was supposed to be here.
I do that constantly. I try to get away from it, and I just can't.
The problem with it, too, though, is they say that can be a self-fulfilling prophecy where things aren't going wrong, but if you expect them to go wrong, they're going wrong.
Yeah.
A lot like I talk about, you say, I don't gamble because I'm going to lose. You lose because you say you're going to lose.
Right. Yeah.
That's a big part
You can't
of
be
it.
a negative Nelly.
Yeah. I don't feel it's negative. I just feel like I'm not doing enough all the time.
But you can't be a negative Nelly when it comes to, you have to be, I mean, pessimists don't get anywhere.
Right.
It's got to be an optimist. But I consider myself more optimistic, but I'm also a realist. Like if you tell me, like when I say I'm going to do something, I know I'm probably not going to do it. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just telling you, I'm probably not going to do it.
cynical.
What's that?
That's cynical.
No, I'm not cynical.
No, it's his track record.
Yeah, yeah. I just know the real deal. Yeah, are you going to come? Yeah, no, probably not. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just being optimistically. I'd like to say yes.
I constantly feel like I could have done more.
Well, you probably could.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
Avoiding all physical activity. You don't have to be one of those people that jump out of bed and runs 5 miles, but even some light stretching or a short walk can release endorphins and boost your mood.
Definitely good for releasing endorphins. And if you are somebody who suffers from depression, they tell you to go for a walk or do something. That stuff works. It really works.
I have never felt worse after a run. Even a run that I don't want to do, I'm like, oh, miserable, and I'm putting my shoes on, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. You get out there, you do it, you feel better.
And then I remember after pulling up at the gym and not wanting to get out of the car and go in the gym, and then afterwards getting in the car going, I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah.
I feel so much better.
Yeah, you conquered a task. You did something.
When I do get super stressed, I'll just go walk around my neighborhood. And just, it calms me down.
Do you yell and punch in the air and stuff?
No.
Things, smashing mailboxes.
It's more of like a calming thing than anything.
And then the final one is not having a goal in mind. We tend to be happier when we do. It could be a personal goal, work goal, or something more long term. But if you have some sort of goal in mind, it can feel like if you don't have a goal in mind, feels like you're just stuck on autopilot.
I think even my goals are messed up.
Oh,
my goals. I'm like, my goals like, oh my gosh, don't screw this up.
No, wait, that's not a goal.
That's not a goal.
That's a big goal.
That's getting by.
Stress can actually affect you physically, like really badly.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
I feel like I live my life by goals. It used to be so great back in the day because you'd have Christmas, then New Year's, then you'd start the year in January, and then in February we did Rabonia Mardi Gras, which was a big deal for us back in the day.
Right.
Then after the Rabonia Mardi Gras, we went to Dublin with Jameson. And then after that, we had the cruise. Like I had every month, I had like a goal, or every 2 months, there was something that I was working towards.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm in full cruise mode.
Oh yeah. Ready
Like
for it.
I was just laying in bed thinking about how happy I'm going to be on that cruise. It'll be me. I mean, you guys obviously will all be together, but me, Pete, and Bobby all together at the.
Not Amanda.
No stupid kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got so mad at my daughter yesterday.
Oh no.
When you pull up at school at Carline that I've been waiting in for 45 minutes, they see your number on the car and they go, number 127, go to cone 4, and then Juliana has to go to cone 4. I pull up to cone 4 and they pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
I see her over there kibitzing with her friends and they're chit-chatting it up. And they're like, number 127, go to cone 4. And she's got her back to me and I hit the horn. And I don't horn that, and then they're like, "Move along, you got to move along." So you have to then go around, pull into a parking area. Then they have to wait for her to come over, and they have to cross her. Oh, I was so mad at her yesterday.
Listen,
I hit her twice.
Bus.
No, I didn't.
Ride the bus. Put her on the bus one day and
see how much
she
she pays attention. Yeah.
Kids will never be bus kids.
You got to send a message.
As a former bus kid, as a former city bus kid and yellow bus kid, and mom drove a short bus. My mom drove a short bus with a bunch of short bus people on it. My kids will never be on the bus.
That's why she's fiditzing over there with her friends.
By the way,
I'll get to you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
when
I'm ready.
I rode the bus and it was a blast. We loved riding the bus.
My
kids will be affected by your kids on the bus.
I rode the bus and got beat up all the time.
Yeah, Galvin and his tall friends were the bullies in the back of the bus.
Do you really think I was a bully?
100%.
No,
100%.
Totally wasn't.
100%.
Opposite of a bully.
I bet you don't even realize you're a bully.
I'd stick up for the kids that were being bullied.
I don't believe that.
I told you about Eugene. They were being mean to Eugene. Eugene was a kid that was in my class, Carmen.
I told you about Eugene.
Eugene looked like he was the 50-year-old Chechnyan guy. He had like a unibrow. He had the worst hair, just everything about him and stuff. And there was guys that were messing with him, and I go, leave the goddamn kid alone. I go,
bad enough he looks like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're a bully.
I go, he's got enough problems without you guys causing problems for him and stuff. And they're like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. Yeah.
I was almost named Eugene, so I understand.
I know, right?
Isn't it weird how we all had the weird kids in school, and if you didn't, you were the weird kid?
Oh yeah.
Like you had Eugene. Mm-hmm. I had the two blind mice. I had two guys who same thing. They looked like they were like in their 50s. They were midget kind of guys. and their eyes didn't open. They were like this all the time, and when they walked, they would just bump into walls and stuff. And we used to call them the two blind mice. I don't know what their deal was or what, and they evidently were very smart, you know. But two blind mice were, I don't know. Remember those midget brothers who were investors on TV in the 80s?
Yeah.
Maybe they turned out to be like that. I don't know.
I feel like I was the cool person of the weird kids, if that makes sense.
So like if it was you and me and my friends, you'd be a loser. But if it was like you and Moose and his friends, you'd be like the cool guy.
Amongst the losers,
King of the
I'm
losers.
like up here. Like I'm just on the cusp of not being with the losers.
That's a realistic view of what you were like. And I thought about this the other day. What is my view? Was I popular in high school? Was I a nerd in high school? Was I like you, cool among the nerds? I'd love to find out from other people
what they thought.
Like, yeah, but unfiltered. Like, I'd love to have the read, like everybody write it down, and then you'd be able to read it.
Yeah,
because your vision of what you think you were, and then what you really were, are probably two different things.
Your way you're describing it is like being the tallest midget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was on the cusp of like I just missed the cut from being cool
guy
to nerd. Like I just missed the cut.
I definitely wasn't nerd, but I wasn't like among the cool kids.
I was in the band and stuff.
Yeah, I had no money. I had no car.
But in the band, I was cool.
I had 3 older brothers that all went to school.
Yeah,
and
you
then
got
I also played sports and stuff, but I got along with everybody because I like metal too. So like I could go and hang out with the jocks, or I could go hang out with the metalheads.
See, in my school, you'd be the metalhead guy.
Yeah.
You'd be the metalhead jock guy.
Yeah.
Who's
not cool.
Yeah.
You would be in that category.
Yeah, but I could also intermingle with everyone.
Right. That's how I was. I had friends who were nerds. I had friends who were cool.
And it was funny.
Yeah.
And tall. Handsome.
Like being in the band wasn't cool, but in the band you could be cool, if that makes
being
sense.
in his band was cool. Being in your band was not.
I was the drum major of the whole marching band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you wear a stupid hat?
You had that big baton?
I wore
The chin strap?
and everything.
What made you do that?
Do what?
Like I'm gonna go be in the marching band.
Well, you had to be. I was in the band already.
What do you mean you had to be?
Like that was part of it. You were in
school?
You were in the band in high school, and part of it is marching band.
No, but I know. But who put you in the band? Like, why did you decide to do band?
Well, because I wanted to play music.
Oh.
I think it may have been actually a requirement in elementary school for like a semester or two, or you had to like do it for it's a period of time, and then I just stuck with it.
Right.
Because I enjoyed playing music.
Yeah.
And I was pretty good at it.
The band, when Joey was playing football and we'd go to the school and the band was playing, they were amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah, I was the drum major up in front. Leader of the band.
That guy?
You would come out with the big
round drum
Did
and
you play the
baton?
bass drum? You play snare?
No,
you
you
play
got
the
the-
top?
no,
What'd you have?
The drum major is like leading the band. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
the guy
so
who
you're not?
comes out and
Are
like,
you even drumming, or you just have a thing and you're
Yeah.
walking?
I was like directing the band.
Yeah.
I
So
was
you're
like,
not even actually playing a drum.
no,
you say
no.
drum major.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you're,
you weren't
you're
cool.
holding. You're holding the baton and you're marching.
Yeah, there's
No, you weren't cool. You were just high stepper.
No, there's nothing. Like that's the person.
You
who,
set the tempo.
The person who leads the band is the drum major.
Yeah.
Yeah, big deal, but you're not playing in the
I was
band.
like the president. What
That
are you
means
talking
he
about?
was so good at his position.
Or
That
it
they
means
took
he
it
was-
away from him?
Or it means he was so bad at playing any
No.
instrument they had
Right.
given him a stick and told him to walk.
You're the guy who just walks with the high
No.
knees.
He's the first one on the field.
The drum major is like the leader of the band.
It's like the orchestra.
Yeah, I'm like the president. I run
Yeah.
this mother effer.
I can tell you the coolest kid in the band is the kid that plays the three toms.
Yeah.
I don't know. The kid with the tube is pretty cool.
No, three Tom always got laid first.
Oh yeah, because they also do where they do the sticks and they hit each other's sticks and then they pass them down.
They
and
would
do all
have the
that
hot
stuff.
girlfriend.
You weren't in the band. You were marching.
No, I was.
You were the
totally-
marching in the marching band.
No, I was everything.
You were the equivalent to the basketball team
Coach.
manager thing, whatever. That
No.
got them water
No.
and
Yeah.
towels.
No, not
Yes.
no. I'm telling you that you have to audition to become the drum major, and that means you're leading the entire marching band.
Well, what's the audition? They throw you a stick and say walk around with high knees.
Did you have a special outfit?
Yeah, he wore a tuxedo.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense, but you were a coffee bitch a long time ago.
No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this is like this is the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
You're not the
like
lead singer.
Yes, you are.
No, you're
Listen,
not.
You're
Listen,
the tour
roadie.
manager. Yeah.
I was the Tom Brady of the marching
You're
band.
the tree man of the
No,
band.
I'm telling you, you guys just don't know. The drum major is like the quarterback of the marching band.
I don't see it. I don't. If I'm watching the
You're
band,
uninformed.
If I'm looking at the band, then I'm like, who's the cool one? I'm not going to the guy with the high knees and the stick.
I'm directing the band. The band listens to me. They're at my command.
I
at all
thought
times.
you had the big drum that you wore on your chest, and you're like, boom.
Nah,
that guy's cool.
No,
No.
I played the trumpet, and then when I was
all right, radar.
Yeah, and then my when I was a senior, I became the drum major of the band.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm telling you, anybody that played in high school band,
go back to your original thought. You were cool among the nerds.
Yes.
Okay.
I was the king.
The rest of the school thought you were a nerd.
No, the people love the drum major.
No.
I'm the leader.
You in 16 Candles were hanging out with Farmer Ted and looking at the underwear in the bathroom.
I was in a leadership role.
Yeah.
Like you're the quarterback, basically.
Did you have any special moves? Because I know they do.
You know who the quarterback was? The quarterback. You were in the band.
I was the quarterback.
And you didn't even play an instrument.
Of the band.
What
Old
was
trumpet Larry.
What was your special move?
What do you mean?
You got to have a special move when you're that guy.
You're directing the band.
Hang on. Did you have a whistle?
I did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of course. I had a whistle.
Right.
You had to keep people in line. You run it.
You were the equipment manager of the band.
No.
Yeah.
It's almost run like a military. I'm the colonel.
Oh.
You were the guy in Revenge of the Nerds that they put the jockstrap on his head.
Yeah.
Do you know karate? No. Good. And put a jockstrap on his head. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm telling you, you guys are very wrong. People are. I'm telling you, you're wrong.
How about this? The fiance of Faster Pussycat singer Tammy Down fell overboard to her death during an 80s themed Caribbean cruise.
I like it.
She and Tammy had just had an argument. Tammy had just had an argument. Her body has yet to be recovered. They don't know whether she fell
or he
pushed or jumped.
Fatter Pussycat took her on a cruise instead of taking her hiking. I get it. I get what you did there.
80s themed.
Yeah. No, he's never. It's my cruise. It's an 80s cruise. I'm never gonna go.
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, that's why I don't take my wife on the cruise. I may actually lose it. Done.
Well, her body hasn't been recovered yet, so maybe she'll still be floating out there when we go out.
Here are all the drum major calls coming in. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's totally right.
About
He
what?
is, and you're all wrong.
About what?
Thank you. The drum major.
Whatever, nerd.
He's the conductor in the orchestra.
Yeah,
He's the
nobody
leader of the
ever.
band.
Nobody goes.
Yeah.
People go see Yo-Yo Ma. They don't go see the conductor of the orchestra. They go see the
Not
orchestra.
true. That's like saying Tom Brady's
I'm
not important.
disputing that, but what I'm saying is he has to know all the parts of all the different instruments to do the whole thing
It's not
together.
that it's not a
He's
hard job to
major.
keep. It's a hard job to keep, but that doesn't make it cool.
It's the job. It's
Yeah,
the
but it
hardest
doesn't
job
make
to
it
get.
cool at all.
100%.
You're
face
both
of the
nerds.
For band, he's the coolest.
Yeah,
you.
for band.
For band,
For
he's
band.
definitely the
Right.
coolest.
That's what
For
I
band.
said.
Thank you. For band.
Name one. What is the guy that's up there? The conductor. Name one conductor.
John Williams.
He's a composer.
He's a composer.
And he's also a conductor.
Yeah. All right.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hi, my name is Alexa. I'm sorry, I've never called into a radio show before.
It's all right. Lower your radio, Alexa, please. Just shut it off so I can hear you.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Drum major is like the top guy.
Thank you.
Like you have to like audition and
Yes.
do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I remember the dude who was drum major when I was in marching band was like sleeping with like all the chicks.
Oh,
Gio wasn't.
Thank
Like
you.
all of them.
Gio wasn't.
Like all of them.
Really?
I was like the loser in band. I managed to be the freaking tuba loser.
Yeah, exactly. We're taking advice from Tuba Loser. Get out of here. Get out of here.
No, I totally. You see, she gets it. She knows.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Don't be offended. You played the tuba?
Yeah, I played the sousaphone.
Were you a bigger girl?
No.
Oh, see, I usually give the fat girl
No.
a tuba.
No, I was a euphonium player actually, but they kind
Natural
of were
progression.
like, well, yeah, they kind of told me I was too bad at playing the euphonium, so they kind of stuck me on the tuba.
And
All
usually
right.
they need.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Usually you need bass instruments, so you need tubas
Right.
and stuff.
My son played tuba.
I love the
all
tuba.
through high school.
Yeah. I would tell the tubas what to do because I was the goddamn drum major.
Yeah, but big deal. So the guy, she said that the guy was banging all the
Listen,
all the cheerleaders.
taking advantage of your nerd power.
lot of ladies would fight over me.
I know.
This is
Now
this is
that
all
side
true.
don't-
Jamie is the winner.
This is all facts.
Jamie was the winner.
I'm gonna find people
Listen,
that can.
I agree that girls fought over you. In my lifetime, I never would have thought you'd be the best looking guy on the show, but clearly you are.
I mean, the facts are the facts.
Yeah, I mean the people have spoken on that one. It was
shout
not
out
even
to
close.
all the drum majors of Gulf High School. I see you.
Yeah, nerds. He sees you. One nerd to another.
Do you know that's the full title for it? Drum major nerd.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
I feel like you made that up.
From Faster Pussycat over to Motley Crue. Motley Crue had to push back their Las Vegas residency because Vince Neil needs an undisclosed medical procedure.
Yeah, it's called liposuction.
Yeah.
Did you see the dates they moved it to? This guy's birthday on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah? You thinking about going?
I mean, I saw that yesterday and I was like, oh, September 20th is a Saturday.
I got to tell you, I just said to my wife the other day, they're begging for me to come back to Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're sending me all kind of free stuff. So maybe we do a little Vegas trip in
That'd be nice.
September.
That'd be nice.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'll go see Motley Crue.
How about this? George Lowe, the voice actor who famously portrayed Space Ghost, has died at the age of 67.
Aw.
67.
George Lowe, a native of Dunedin, Florida,
Yeah.
voiced Space Ghost for the duration of the 10-season run of the Cartoon Network Adult Swim's Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yep.
Yeah, he also did a voice for a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of
Yeah, he was
Different
he was a successful voiceover worker. I knew that he had ties to this area. I saw Ron Bennington put up a thing yesterday about him passing away and said that they were friends. I didn't know he was only 67.
Yeah, only
That is
67.
young.
Space Ghost was funny.
Yeah.
Space Ghost was funny.
He was
had-
at a lot of the Comic Cons.
Yeah, I'm sure.
David Arquette will return for Scream 7,
This is the saddest thing I've read yesterday.
even though he was killed off in Scream 5.
Like David Arquette I never understood David Arquette.
Dewey?
And the fact that they keep making these stupid Scream movies and that him being in it is a big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, if people are going to go see him, you're going to keep on making them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but are you? And how many people have to go see him for you to, like, after you did 6 and then it falls off to, we made $50 million on one movie and we made $2 million on the next one and they still make more movies.
Yeah, but depending on how much money it costs to make the movie, if they're making money, they're making money.
It just seems embarrassing. And if I'm David Arquette, I'm not proud of that. I'm embarrassed by it.
David Arquette will join Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley, who are also coming back despite their characters also being dead. So
Right.
they're all dead, but they're coming back. Have you ever seen the movie You Cannot Kill David Arquette?
No.
It is a documentary about David Arquette and about his time wrestling and doing stuff. And he goes back. Well, it's not now. It was whenever it came out, I think 2021 or something. But he goes back to the wrestling stuff.
Oh,
and he
really?
did all the hardcore stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a movie that makes you like David Arquette.
I
Yeah.
don't know why, but I don't like David Arquette.
Yeah, I don't know why either. It
He's
seems
just
like
too goofy for me.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Dewey.
watch the movie. Maybe you'll like it.
Dewey.
Do you remember we talked about it when Adrian Brody was doing his 5-minute speech and telling him not to play the music and
I
doing all
sure
that stuff? He thanked his partner and her kids at the Oscars.
Yeah. He
Did
said that they call him Popsy.
Yeah. Do you know who's those kids? Who the dad is of those kids?
I do.
Anybody else?
I don't.
No.
Harvey Weinstein's kids. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to tell you, it made me take a deeper dive into her. She is beautiful. Harvey Weinstein is pure proof that money can get you whatever you want.
for
She
sure.
is gorgeous.
They say Harvey says he's happy his kids are being loved and cared for.
Yeah, and how embarrassed are those kids?
Yeah.
That think about
Oh,
that. That's your
I mean,
father.
Yeah, all-time shame.
Yeah, one of the grossest human beings.
And you went from being like the king of Hollywood to
Yeah.
what you are now, what you'll be remembered for.
Human skin tag in
Yeah.
a suit.
Ugh.
He really is a monster. The way he looks
Yeah.
and stuff, you're just like, yeah, that's gross.
He was the guy, though, man. He was
Yeah.
running Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
Oh, sure.
yeah. He was in charge of everything. So finally,
How
in news,
long until that goes to your head? How long till you're so successful that you're like, Hey, take off your clothes. Like how where you really think you can, nothing can touch you.
A lot of people referred to him as the drum major of California.
No.
And of
Yeah,
Hollywood.
big
I have
tuba
never
player.
heard that.
And of
Nobody
Hollywood.
ever, nobody ever said it. Nobody ever said it. Mike, what is the best email for you? The Gmail or which one?
The Mike Calta Show at gmail.com.
Okay.
Oh, now everybody's gonna
Oh,
send me
no.
nudes. Don't
That's
all
it.
send me
Yeah.
nudes at once.
Well, that's why I just said the Gmail. I didn't want everybody sending you the nudes. I don't need drum major nudes and stuff.
Yeah.
I am sending you guys all right now. Now, whether you want to do it now or take a break and come back and do it, but there is a skincare clinic has an online test which will calculate how ugly your job is making you.
Oh yeah. No, we'll take a break and come back and do that.
All right, so I've sent it to everybody. We can do it on air together because, obviously we're going to have similar answers for this because we all work at the same job. But, it'll tell you, and I'll give it out so actually everybody else can take it and do it. But it's telling you how ugly your job is making you.
All right, we'll do that. Then we got open letter.
Yes.
And then I got a story I got to get to today.
Oh.
About somebody we know.
Okay.
That's really bad.
Can you give us a little insight on what the story's about or no?
No,
Without
but I'll
giving
tell
away?
you this. It may eventually be related to Death Pool. I'm just going to leave it at that.
man.
We'll take a quick break. We'll do our skin, or how ugly we're getting next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
All right, so I have it's a skincare place that is telling you how your job is making you ugly.
Okay.
Or how bad your job is making you ugly.
All right.
Based on different stuff, how it's aging your skin. It involves aspect like hours of working, the location, physical activity, all that type of stuff. I think it's going to be pretty easy for us because we all do the same job, but we can go through it. If you want to do it at home, it is Harley Street Skin Clinic. It's HARLEY, streetskinclinic.com. And it has the calculator on there. You can figure it all out. Aging Jobs Index. So the first question is, how many hours do you spend sitting down in your job?
No.
I'm going to say 6 because I'm here for 4. I'm here for a little longer. Then I come back here later in the day. So I'm going to say 6 hours.
I'm going to say 4 because just for the show.
Right.
I'm going to say 3 because I'm up during every break.
It's true. You do move around.
Okay.
10 plus.
Oh. Yeah, because you have to do 2 to worry about. Okay. Carmen?
I'm going to go 5.
All right. Do your shifts vary or do you work regular hours?
Regular hours.
Regular hours.
Regular.
Same. Do you predominantly work a day or night shift? Early
No.
morning or late evening is what
Early
we click
morning.
Early
on.
morning.
Yeah, so we click on that. Do you work indoors or outdoors?
Exclusively indoors.
We are indoors. How many hours do you work a week on average? 20 to 24 actually in studio. You know what I mean? Like doing that.
I mean, I'm going to say 20. Yeah, 20, 24 is right.
Yeah. Geo's would be more.
Yeah, 60 plus.
Oh, man. That's too much. Would you describe? How would you describe your stress levels at work?
Average.
I'm gonna go low.
High.
Low.
Carmen.
I'm gonna say-
Average.
yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay.
average.
Do you have to be available out of hours at your job? Occasionally.
Yes.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
Most of the time.
Do you ever work with harsh chemicals in your job? No. Never.
Well, Carmen does.
That is never.
Yeah, never.
Carmen's mixing bath salts over there or whatever she does.
Do you perform heavy lifting or repetitive physical tasks at work? No.
Never. There's
Joe?
actually a thing that says
I'm going to have
never.
to say sometimes.
Sometimes, Joe.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Lifting the trash cans, getting the dogs, doing all that stuff. How many hours do you spend looking at a computer screen in your job? I'm going to go 4.
Yeah, 4.
But more because of our phone. Like I know.
Yeah, but just during your job.
You can be ugly on your own time. This is how the job is making you ugly.
Yeah, I know. And for my job, I have to constantly.
All right, put in whatever
be
you want.
updated.
Yeah.
I've got 10 plus.
10 plus. All right. Geo's ugly. All right, get results. I have 40 or less, it says. It says, for me, minor aging.
Same.
Yeah?
Same.
Same.
Why do I
Same,
look so
same.
old then?
Geo, how about you?
Oh, no.
What do you have? Oh, no.
It says 40 to 60, moderate aging.
Yeah. So, Carmen, what do you have?
I have the same as you, 40 or less.
Right.
You're the best looking one, Gio, but not for long.
That's right. It's going down quick, you drum major.
It says the result indicates your job and work style could moderately age you.
Well, I see it happening.
Yeah, right before our eyes.
You used to be the most adorable kid in your homemade clothes. Now look at you.
Now you're like the portrait of Dorian Gray.
It says under 40 for minor aging. You see some small lines on your eyes, around the eyes and stuff.
I got them.
Maybe some bad posture, little bad posture.
Definitely have that.
Yeah.
Moderate aging. We actually have minor aging for 40 or under. So we're doing pretty good.
Says the type of job you have can have considerable impact on your health and well-being. For example, while working outdoors, you could improve your exercise levels.
Yeah. This one here says you're going to get obese.
Oh.
It increases your risk of stroke and obesity.
Yeah.
Working regular hours. Well, there you go. Happy for us, sad for Gio.
Not bad.
I don't feel better about this.
You should.
I wonder how other people are doing with it.
Sherman, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Good morning. Good morning. Love the show. Listened for years.
But
you know,
it says you have a complaint about the show.
Yes, I do, but not a big one. But let me explain.
All
so
right.
the way I control my attitude in the morning is I stick to an absolute clockwork routine. I get up at 5:15. I leave the house at 5:55. The radio's on at 5:60. Your opener
bless you.
at 6 o'clock, 6:03. You start, and between 6:30 and 6:35, you take your first break.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Monday, you're starting to do your first break between 6:20 and 6:23, and it's throwing me off.
It's a very good observation, though, Sherman. It's a very good observation. I'm sorry, but so I'll be honest with you. When we go and talk that long in the first break, and then we break late, it pushes the whole show back. And then Carmen's yelling at me at the end of the show that we got to back up and play 20 minutes of commercials to end the show because so I'm trying to be a little bit more on time.
Well, I appreciate it. I will get into the routine, but I thought I'd express my complaint to you.
I thank you, and at least you know why. At least we're not trying to mess your day up specifically. At least you know why it's happening. Thank you, Sherman.
Thanks,
I appreciate
guys. Have a great day.
See
Bye.
you, buddy. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Oh, my gosh. I'm calling about the drumming.
Okay. Did you?
I'm a first-time caller, very first-time caller.
All right, good.
I'm a drummer for a dragon boat team in Sarasota, Florida.
For a what?
And drummer for a dragon boat team in Sarasota, Florida.
What the hell's a dragon boat team? I'm new to this stuff.
Oh, my God.
You know, Gio?
Yeah. Look it up. It's like rowing, but we paddle.
Oh, so you're the one that sets the pace? You're going to doom.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Drummer,
I got you.
The drummer is very, very important.
Thank you.
Yeah, for dragon boats, not for stupid high school band. He didn't even play the drums.
You're at least banging a drum.
I believe I'm actually got through.
Yeah.
I never get through. This is wonderful.
You're actually,
You guys are great, by the way.
your drumming is actually doing something, and you're actually hitting a drum. You are important. Gio, not important.
I'm the most important.
He's very important.
Yes.
And so are you, Mike.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it in my heart. Thank you, Pumpkin, and I appreciate you calling. And
right.
good luck on the dragon boats. I've seen the boats. I just didn't know. I forgot they had a drummer to keep the pace.
Yeah. And don't say it like everybody knows what a goddamn dragon boat is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dragon boat. Oh, okay.
Sarasota.
I thought she was in a Dragon Force cover band. I'm like, you're the drummer? That's unbelievable. You're great.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike Calta.
Too early for you. Mike Calta Show, hello.
There was rumors yesterday the Medicine Man had been hit by a car.
Oh, hold on. Medicine Man?
Yeah, I did not get hit by a car. It looked like some homeless bike that was on the picture of that.
So there was a
photo.
photo.
And I seen that person right
All
out.
right, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, stop talking.
There was a photo on social media, and there was a report of somebody being hit, somebody on a bike being hit, and it was literally within minutes from Medicine Man's house.
Oh.
And so everybody was speculating
Thought it might be him.
that it was him.
But not you.
No, it was not me. I was heading to the Dunedin Mardi Gras on my e-bike. That was not an e-bike. That was a regular bike to make a hit with.
Wow. Oh, you got to be careful, Medicine Man. They're out there on 19. That's a hot spot to be. Are you drinking at these events?
Oh, yeah, but I ride on the sidewalks and trails when I ride bikes. I don't ride on the streets that often because there's too much crap on the road to get flat tires.
Yeah, that's true. I get you.
And I had to apply to AAA with the e-bikes in case I get stranded because these things are hard to push if you get a flat on these things.
You can get AAA for an e-bike?
Yeah, especially the state of Florida is one of the few states in Florida that does it.
So what do? They come out, you call them and they come out and they change your tire for you or something?
No, they bring it home with a bike, or they can bring it from your house to the shop.
Hilarious.
You know, you get the membership for the year when you get it.
Hilarious. I did not even know that existed. All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you're alive.
I am alive and well, and I was at the Dead End Mardi Gras last.
All right. I heard of it. Mike Calta Show, hello. Oh, we're doing so good. Good morning. Hello.
Drag about.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Last one. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Good. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I agree with Gio. Everybody knows the real athletes are on the sidelines.
All the cool kids are not on the field.
I
Thank
take issue
you,
with
sir.
that. I find it to be offensive to drum majors across the country.
All right. Galvin has a brand new open letter. I'm going to take a break. We'll come right back with that.
Also, you wanted to talk about, you said something affecting the death pool possibly.
Yeah, I will do that right after the open letter.
All right.
Open letter next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Did you watch the president last night?
I did. Yeah, some of it. I
Did
did
you
watch the whole
see
thing.
when he introduced Elon Musk?
Yes.
How badly did Elon Musk wanted to do
Oh,
the salute?
right.
He kept touching his chest. He kept he was like, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! No Nazi salute! No Nazi salute!"
Did you see somebody said something to him about give us a wave or do something, whatever? And he was like, last time I gave a wave, I got in trouble.
Yeah,
I think he said it on Rogan.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Rogan, he also said, you did not see that coming. He's making jokes about it.
Oh, yeah.
He don't care.
He don't care.
The best is when Trump was talking about it, he goes, Elon did not need this job. He did not need to do it. It was so interesting to watch last night.
I
Just
love
all that stuff.
Elon's mannerisms and stuff. When he introduced him, he stood up and he does the
Yeah. He's just such a goofball.
does the arms down to the side like I don't know what to do with my arms, and then just the face does
He's
that.
so- I got to tell you though, for being worth $240 billion, that's the best they could do for hair. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
You don't know. I mean, if
you
you
know,
didn't see the
everybody-
picture, you
Yeah.
can tell. But I mean, I saw the. Have you ever seen the Turkish hair replacement?
Oh yeah, like everybody apparently goes there.
Well, they were. The funniest thing ever was a video they showed of the airport leaving Turkey.
Right.
And it was all the people in the airport with their head scars
Bandages,
and their bandages on.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I don't think I'd ever do that. I don't think that I think that if I had a small patch, like a bald spot or maybe a little receding hairline, I would be like, yeah, all right, fill it in, But I think at this point, I'm just looking at shaving my head at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's too much. Like I was looking at Pete the other day. Pete's head looks like it's a sneeze away from he's one of those flowers you pick up
Dandelion?
and blow on it
Yeah.
and all the little thingies go off. That's Pete's head. I'm gonna go and just clean off his whole scalp. But he makes it work. It's just
Doesn't sound like that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
it's
It sounds like
if he shaved his head, it would look odd. Like he looks better with the small amount of hair that he has than
All
if he shaved his head bald.
All right. Well, the other day you described it as wispy.
It is definitely wispy.
Wispy doesn't sound positive.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a strong wind away from just
like if
blowing
you
it up.
drawing him as a cartoon, he just has 3 lines on his head.
like Homer Simpson.
I'm only using the tip of the pencil to draw his hair.
You
for
need
sure.
a fine tip, yeah.
One
One of those fine tip Sharpies.
It's rough. It's one of the rough things about getting old, losing your hair. It's especially if you're one of those people who starts losing it when they're young. Like I started losing it when I was young, but I was paranoid. Like I'd get out of the shower and there'd be hair in the shower, and I'd go, "Oh God, I'm losing. I'm going to be bald by the time I'm 25." I'd get freaked out about that. I wish somebody would tell me, "Hey, you'll still have some hair left at 50. You'll be okay." Then I would have been a little bit easier.
I remember a couple guys were starting to bald in high school.
Yeah.
Like it
That's
was
the
always
bad
like
one.
2 or 3 guys like, dude, your hair is already going.
I remember one kid in our school, and it wasn't starting to. He was like bald, and it
Yeah.
was like you could just see right through
Yeah.
it. He had like 5 hairs on his head, and I was like, God, that made me feel so bad for him.
I know, because there's nothing he could do. It's not like you look at the fat kid and be like, you can lose weight. This kid can't do anything.
There was a girl in my school that was
balding
balding
I had
too.
that too.
Yeah, that's way more rough.
But women with balding with thinning hair issues is way worse than men. Can you
for
imagine
sure.
how upsetting that would be if you had to be a woman going to a hair clinic to get your hair replaced? Like, that just must be. Oh.
I think a lot of women wear wigs and they get away with it.
Do they though? Nowadays they have a lot better wigs.
Yeah,
but still you can tell.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't get the wig thing.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you have like alopecia or if you're balding or doing something like that, you wear a wig and you get to, have a different wig and different personality. I mean, you can have your go-to wig that you wear all the time, but then you have a
You
weekend
get to change
wig.
it up.
By the way, 100%, if I was going bald, I'd just get the rainbow afro and just wear that all the time.
If we found out after all this time that Joe is actually wearing a wig,
Oh, that would be great.
That's a terrible wig.
He takes the hat off and the hair comes off with it.
That'd be the biggest revelation of all time.
But I mean, like, that's what you pick? You know what I mean? Like, you have all the options in the world, and that's what you go with.
Because the costume place was closing down. It was 40% off. Yeah.
All they had left was raccoon hair.
Let me get the dirty ashtray gray.
Oh, Joe, this is not. This is now they're just piling on. Poor Joe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a little late, but it's time to check in with Galvin. He's got a brand new open letter.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to people that mess around and find out. Dear people that mess around and find out. Seriously? So I was watching one of the John Wick movies last night. I think they're all great. In whatever iteration I was watching of John Wick, a father warns his son that the guy whose car he stole and whose dog he killed is none other than John Wick, and that John Wick is the boogeyman, and there's no stopping him. He's an unstoppable murdering machine. So what does the son do? Does he say, oh no, I guess I'll go apologize and try to make things right? Nope. He doubles down and tries to kill John Wick, the boogeyman. You can't kill the boogeyman. If my dad told me that the guy that I got beef with was the world's greatest assassin, I'd be sending that guy the nicest edible arrangement money could buy. Not trying to cause more problems between us. Every time I turn my TV on, there's an ad for the new season of Jack Reacher. If you've never seen the show, Jack Reacher is a mysterious military guy played by Alan Ritchson, who clocks in at 6'3", 235 pounds with about 3% body fat. Although in the books, Jack Reacher character is even bigger than that, 6'5", 250. Either way, he's a massive dude. And for some reason, everyone he meets or talks to or passes by him on the street decides he looks like a guy that needs a good ass kicking and that they happen to be the perfect person to do it. I don't get it. Now, I know that having big muscles doesn't automatically make you good at fighting, but you can definitely squeeze the hell out of somebody or throw them really far. Either way, I'm not interested in messing around and or finding out. In their prime, Jet Li, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista, Jason Statham, Jason Bourne, any of these people. If I see them beat the ever-loving crap out of 8 guys all at once, the last thing I'm going to do is go and try and fight this guy. It's kind of like seeing somebody use a gun and they shoot 400 people and then the gun jams. You walk over to the gun, point it at your face, look down the barrel, and pull the trigger to see why it jammed. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to people that mess around and find out.
Why do you think they always want to, no matter how little they are, always want to fight the big guy?
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
I get it's a TV show, but that happens in real life.
I was a bouncer in Ybor City for years, and it's always the little guys that want to fight. And I know that a certain part of it is that they've had short man syndrome their whole life. Maybe they've been pushed around or they felt like people looked down on them. But a lot of times I'm just doing my job, and don't give me a hard time. But it's the big guys, you go, hey, buddy, you go, okay, my bad. Yeah. Little guys, like, what are you going to do about it?
One of the greatest examples of it is in the Jack Reacher movie with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise goes out in the street, and there's 6 guys, whatever, and he beats the hell out of 3 of them, and then the other 2 come, and he goes, Really? Like
because he
just
tells
saw-
them beforehand,
Exactly.
you're the two that are going to run. They're
Right.
like, no, and they had stuck around. And
Yeah,
he goes,
yeah.
Really? You just saw me break this guy's leg.
Right. Like
Yeah.
and not just regular fight. Like
No.
he's doing stuff where he's breaking knees and he's cracking this guy's throat and he's
Yeah.
doing all these different things. Obviously, fantastic fighter. You're still gonna stick around and fight this guy?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, I don't know. I fighting is so foreign to me now. It used to be something I'd get in a scuffle all the time, and now I can't even imagine what it would be like to get into a fight. Like what?
This Jack Reacher dude, if I bumped into him at a bar or
Oh, I'd
something, whatever,
apologize profusely.
open tab.
Yeah,
Open
yeah,
tab.
yeah.
Whatever you need. Can I buy you? I stepped on your shoe. Can I buy you new shoes?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm trying to fight that guy.
I am so I dropped my daughter off at her friend's house yesterday, and I went to back out of the driveway, and a car was coming down the street, and I didn't see it. I didn't pull out in front of it, but I didn't see it, and they stopped to let me out. I couldn't thank them enough for letting.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be like, hey, sorry about that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. The last thing I want to do is fight anybody, and definitely. I'm a big guy. I never wanted to fight anybody bigger than me.
No.
You know, I mean, that's the rule number one.
No.
Jesus Christ. 800-771-1025. Good morning. Hello, you're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hi, this is the Rooster. What up? I'm asking about a job opportunity with.
Stop it.
All right, I'm sorry, Carmen. I won't take any more phone calls.
Save your bits.
That's what you want. That's
for
what you
your
want.
podcast or whatever.
We had such a good morning. Sherman
No,
had a
did
good
we?
complaint. Yeah, he was fine.
We had one decent call.
We had the Dragon Boat lady. We
like
had
Carmen's side.
a couple of people talking about the band thing to try and back Geo up. I mean, it was okay. It was
Could have lived without all of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Medicine Man's alive, Noel.
Try it. Medicine Man showed that he was alive.
We would have heard about it if he was dead. It would have been a reel or something that like 100 people sent
Is
to
that
us.
how we're gonna find out when Medicine Man finally dies through a reel?
100%. Or a bunch of DMs.
Yeah.
But because it's going to be a listener who probably hits him on his bike, leaving a concert.
Yeah, that
you know
might
what
be
I mean?
true too.
And then there's going to be hundreds
What
of
if-
listeners that pass the scene.
What if the listener that hits Medicine Man is a listener that already has a name? Like, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if Butch pulled out and Butch, the tickets we gave Butch were to a concert that Medicine Man was at, and Butch pulled out and hit Medicine Man and killed him.
We put all this in motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started it all. We're
I saw pictures of the bike online. It did not look good.
of the bike, not Medicine Man.
not
the
Medicine
bike,
Man,
the
but it
one,
was-
the person who got hit.
It was right near his house.
Yeah. Boy, it must be a whole neighborhood of homeless guys driving around on bicycles over there. Huh?
I feel like a lot of people get hit on that stretch of 19 all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 19's hard to maneuver around, especially on
Yeah.
a bike, you know?
There was a guy that I hit a guy coming down that way before when I was working 97X.
You hit a guy?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
He was he was in the median of 19 right there by I think it was Darlington, and he just stepped right in front of the car.
Oof.
And he just like kind of glanced off my like fender, and I was like, "Oh my god, did I just hit somebody?" And I didn't know if I should stop or not.
Keep going.
And I kept going for a second. Then I go, "I have to stop."
Yeah.
Like my mind was like processing. I turned around, and he was laying in the street. I saw cars going everywhere. And then, like, long story short, when I talked to police, I was all shooken up. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, this happens a couple times a week. These bums, they get drunk and they're trying to walk across the street to the gas station and they just step in front of cars.
So two things. Do you remember Guido that I used to work with back in the day? Guido killed a guy. Yeah, but it wasn't his fault. It was a drunk guy on a bicycle.
This was, you know, where the stockyards at?
Yeah.
Right there. That's that median. The guy was, and literally just stepped right in front of me. I was coming to 97X to work overnight. So this is like, 10:30 at night.
How about this? Let's see how far you go back. You remember Guido? You remember Dig Dug?
Yes.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Dig Dug used to be like he used to be like an intern. You know what I mean? He was like a little fat intern. And he
answered
left
phones, right?
I don't know. I don't even think he did that.
Okay.
But he went on to drive a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I met up with him at the Dallas Bull one time, 10 years later or whatever. And I go, hey, I heard you're driving trucks. And he's like, yeah, whatever. We're going all over the place. And he's like, I killed a guy in Texas one time. I go, what? And he goes, I was driving down in the middle of the night and I killed a guy. I hit a guy and killed him on the highway. And I go, what happens? You got to go to court now and all that stuff? He goes, no, they just blow it off. I go, what do you mean? He goes, the guy had no ID on him. Nobody claimed him. And they just assumed he was an illegal and he was drunk and they fell asleep in the middle of the road. I went,
man.
whoa, man.
What was Nervous Jared's deal?
Oh, yeah. He hit a guy,
he
too.
killed a guy.
Yeah.
I think it was like similar to Gio's
Yeah.
story. He
And
was
then
like,
God took his sight away.
Yeah, it was not his fault. Like, there was
Right.
a full investigation.
he was
and
on his way to work.
Yeah, dark road, and the guy was riding his bike and just pulled out in front of him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that guy did not make it. The guy
No.
I hit made it.
Yeah.
He went away in an ambulance, but he was survived.
Oh man!
Because I got a report like a couple days
Probably
later.
had a nice couple days.
He may be.
The hospital.
Free hots in a cot.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy when I was driving home with my wife and he was driving with his foot on the dashboard? He had one or his foot out the window and then he ended up in a building later on.
Yeah.
Drove right through in front of a building. I
And
couldn't
the
have been
shoe
happier.
was on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been happier than that idiot.
Remember that guy we knew that used to drive a Hummer and hit a guy on his bike in Sarasota?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
I don't remember this story.
Who? Are you serious?
Who did this person hit?
Some guy on a bike, and it was the guy on the bike's fault, whatever. And he was yelling at this guy, and the guy was like, "Whatever, call the cops." And took off.
I only know
I
a
don't
few
remember
people that have
any
had
of
Hummers.
Wait a second. I hit a guy on a bike? Where was this?
I don't remember
It was
this
pulling
story.
out of somewhere, and it was on the sidewalk. And this guy, you were pulling out, whatever, and he was just an idiot and went in front of you and hit. And then he was yelling at you, and you're like, "Yeah, whatever, nerd."
All right. See you later.
Whatever nerd is the way to respond when you hit somebody with your car.
I think so.
I used to have, I was driving, it was a work car, it was a Mitsubishi Montero. It was a big SUV with a big chunky rubber bumper.
Mm-hmm.
And a car in front of me slammed on its brakes in Miami in the rain. And I slammed on my brakes and it stopped and I went boom and hit right into the back of it. But I was fine because I had a rubber bumper, but their bumper fell off the car. And I got out and the guy started yelling at me in Spanish. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And he's like, and I go, I'm sorry, I don't know what. And then I was like, do you have a driver's license?
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and I go, you have a lot of insurance here? He's like, and he walked over to his car. I go, oh, I guess he does. He just picked up his bumper, put it in the back seat, got in the car, and drove away. I was like, all right, there you go.
That's how you do it.
Win one for the guy with the driver's license. Yeah. I don't know. That's another thing. I don't want to jinx it, but I've been so fortunate, with car accidents and stuff that.
I mean,
2 out of the 5 people in this room hit somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember mine.
I remember mine very
I think we
vividly.
were playing.
Were you with me?
No. We were playing at like Jake's Tavern or something.
I
you remember that?
It was in St. Pete.
Oh, it was in St.
I
Pete?
wasn't
Okay.
quite in Sarasota yet.
Okay.
I had now I remember. I stopped to get something to eat, like at a fast food place or whatever, and I went around the corner and I was going back to get on 34th Street to take it to the Skyway Bridge. And when I came around, a guy went in the street. He pulled out in front of me.
Yeah.
And I jammed on the brakes and barely touched him, and he fell over. And then he was wanting me to give him cash, and I was like, "Get out of here!" I was like, "Giving you." I go, have your insurance. Call my insurance. Yeah. We'll talk about it from there. Jack off. All right, 800-771-1025. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about somebody that we know that is in failing health that reached out yesterday that could affect the death pool. This is something serious.
I feel like I know.
This is something serious. It's somebody that we know. I'm not joking around. And there is a GoFundMe. We'll talk about this next. It's a Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
Lightning's really very real here. I never once in my life went into my backyard and didn't look for snakes.
Yeah.
I never once got in a wasn't a good wakeboarder because I liked wakeboarding. I didn't want to get eaten by an alligator.
You didn't want to fall.
I mean, and I remember, and I was like, that's Florida. And then you just forget like just the road rage and the fact
Wild
that
boars.
guns are everywhere.
Yeah.
The amount of times I had a gun pulled on me just from a dude in a CRX.
Yeah.
I twice had a CRX. And so I was like, and I started talking about it. I mean, we used to play a game called Manhunt in our neighborhood where the big kids would show up with BB guns, and they'd hunt us with BB guns. And you'd be like, don't shoot me in the eyes. And they'd be like, sure. That was like dude, I'm trying to figure it out as a bit because I have a bit that I've been telling. I've finally worked it out about this kid getting struck by lightning at a Publix on the corner of Bears in Florida.
I remember that.
But like, there's just regular trauma going to Florida. And so if you're going to tell me that you're going to go up to Florida and not enjoy cold beers at the end of a day where you survived,
right. Every day was a different challenge. Yeah.
Every day, half of our state wants to be a professional wrestler. I mean, like, so you have that walking around. I love it. I love the fact. I love that this is where I'm from. I love last night when I'm at the game and I'm on the field and people are like, "So, how long you been a Bucks fan?" And I said, "Since I was 6."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, wait. Where are you from?" I go, Tampa? And they go, where? I go, Lutz. As soon as you say Lutz, they're like, oh, you're from Tampa.
You're from really?
Oh, you're really from Tampa. Yeah.
That's so funny. When I first saw you perform and was looking in to find you, I had no idea you were from here either. And then I was like, they were like, he's from Lutz. He went to Jesuit. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Do you know, I remember so many jokes from that first night of seeing you. That's the first time I heard you talk about touching a black man's hair.
Yeah.
My favorite joke that you had the whole night was when.
By the way, if you're listening, you should try it. They love it. They love it. Just if you're in a McDonald's, right? Go pull into a McDonald's.
Let's not make Sap the first one you try. Then the girl.
He does have beautiful hair.
He does have beautiful hair, but I wouldn't touch it. The girl who invites you to her house for a party, and then she's bitchy to you, and you're like,
Rod Stewart's daughter.
Yeah. You're like, because you're every toothbrush, and I brought my nuts. Dude, I remember all those jokes from the first night, man. That was some funny stuff. How about Jay Moore marrying pretty well?
Yeah. He just hit me up.
Did he? Was that for the first time?
No, it's been a while. I've gotten a couple, throughout the years. But it was usually a go-between of someone, and then he hit me up, and I just was like, I was really bothered by the fact that it was something that was, and this is the other thing, and I've had a lot of people try to make amends.
Mm-hmm.
So when you party like I do, you get a lot of people go through the 12 steps,
right?
And a lot of people try to make amends,
try to come back, and
I remember the first time it happened to me, and Leanne pointed it out. She's like, "Yo, he's like saying sorry for this is like step 7 or whatever." And I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "You need to hear this apology. Like, actually, this is an important thing for him." So I sat with that dude. He apologized, and what he did wasn't really that big of a deal.
Right.
It was annoying that night, but it wasn't a reason for me not to like him. So I forgave him, and he cried, and he goes, "Thank you. I'm doing this around," and the guy's doing fantastic now.
Wow.
And then I've gotten.
I'm dying to know who to.
Well, you don't know him.
Oh, okay.
But I've gotten apologies from people that you do know.
Yeah.
That are faking the steps, and they're
Really?
just and I've not accepted them. I've not accepted a lot of apologies because I go, I don't want you in my life, and I don't need you in my life, and I can forgive you, but I don't think you mean it. One guy sent me an email, and it was like, and I showed it to Segura, and he's like, "Oh, he's doing his steps, and this is one of his steps," and he's like, "And this isn't how it's done," and he's like, "Don't forgive him."
Wow.
And so,
unacceptable. Just write it back. Unacceptable.
However, with Jay, I knew that. I think Jay's a pretty open book. I'm pretty certain, but I knew he had gone through like a legit recovery.
Yeah.
And he got married, and he reached out, and that was he didn't have my number. He reached out, I think, via DM, and I just wanted him to know that it didn't. I have nothing but fond memories of my time with him, and I didn't want him to ever be kept up at night thinking I thought bad of our times.
That's good.
Of course, everything you learn, everything you go through is a learning experience, and you grow from it. And that's all I looked at. It was like, it was just like I learned a lot from him, and I learned what to do and what not to do. And when I look back, I think fondly of those times.
That's good. Can I tell you how I felt last time he was here?
Sure.
He talked about you and Tom, and he genuinely seemed happy for your success.
Yeah, I think he really is.
Yeah.
I think Jay is in a really great space. Dude, I don't know what Jeannie Buss drinks in the morning, but it's good stuff. Because that he seems happy.
He seems very.
I saw some pictures.
Last time he was here, he said he was so beaten down and was on so many drugs to survive, like prescription drugs, that he couldn't get it up anymore. He couldn't have sex anymore. He was like, that's who I am. That's who I am now. Clearly, he's fixed some stuff.
I think
since then.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, I know the guy. Like I know that I was there for some of these broken parts, and I know the guy, and the guy is a sweet dude.
Right.
He really is a sweet dude who loves his kids.
Yeah.
And loves being in love and loves loving. I think that love he maybe loved it too intensely at times, but yeah, I told him, hey man, we're all good, and he was
that's good. It's good for God. As you get older, you don't have to be friends with everybody, but the last thing you want is all that stuff just laying on your back. Especially you got so much to deal with.
Oh, I actually sleep pretty clean at night.
Yeah, that's good
because I got anyone that hates me, it's them.
It's jealousy. It's like, what's the reason to hate you? I've known you a long time.
I can walk you through it. Number one, I do not. I can tell you my faults.
Okay.
Is I don't reply to people, and I seem like I don't care about people, and I go through this world it looks like I'm carefree,
right?
And it looks like I just simply am callous and I don't care about people. That's what turns people off to me. Is like there are needy dudes that are like.
That's the thing; those are needy people.
Yeah, but I understand that because that's shown up, and so that manifests itself into weird jealousy. Now, here's the crazy thing: so there's types of people in our business, and I only name Joe as the exact opposite. There are types of people in this business, and you know who I'm talking about. There are types of people like this who were cool with you as long as you were below them.
Yeah,
and the second you get past them, it bothers them.
Yeah.
And I watched it happen with a couple of key people with Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Because listen, man, and you can say whatever you think about this, but as Tom exploded, I probably selfishly only saw that as a positive for me. I was like, this is great for all of us.
Sure.
Because I was like, the tide raises all boats. Joe's blowing up. Tommy's blowing up. At the time, me, Joey, Ari, like all of us were just doing clubs.
Right.
But I was like, this is great. And by the way, we didn't have a podcast together at all.
No.
Like nothing was, but I was like, I got a buddy who's killing it. If anything, I get the best advice in the business without Tom has no jealousy for me.
No.
And so Joe is the example of no jealousy. Joe wants everyone to be bigger than him. He just gave you advice to blow up.
Yes.
But man, this business is filled with, I'll only say men, that's my only experience.
904 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 800-771-1025. The Calta Shoddy combo is back only at Shark Coast Tactical. You can pick up a Calta Shoddy during the Mossberg Day featuring JK Armament suppressors on Saturday, March 8th. The Calta Shoddy combo includes a 12-gauge Mossberg, 8-shot with a 20-inch barrel and a tactical scabbard, all for just $265. The Calta Shoddy is perfect for home defense. Imagine, I'd be so proud if you told me you bought a Calta Shoddy combo for $265 at Shark Coast Tactical and used it to kill an intruder in your house. I would be very proud of it. All right.
It had my name on it.
Yeah.
Not just kill somebody, kill an intruder, somebody who breaks into your house.
I got
I'm not you. I got to clarify for the people out there. Anyway, it's perfect for home defense or sports shooting, and there's only about 50 of them that are there in stock, and that's been since the beginning of the week, so I don't even know what they have left. But you want to get there on Saturday, gear up and save big at Shark Coast Tactical for Mossberg Day featuring JK Armament suppressors, and pick up the Calta Shoddy combo before they are all gone. It's Shark Coast Tactical, often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. They are located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Sneeze?
The whole time I was trying to hold it till I could finish. The whole time. Thank you very much. Galvin, we have some sad news.
Yeah.
I saw a post yesterday, haven't spoken to this person in a little while, that someone who is local and on our death pool list is not doing well.
I feel like I know who it is, and that's not good because I really like this guy.
Yeah. Do you want to guess?
Brian Knobs.
Brian Knobs.
Oh, no. What's the matter? What's going on?
Here's what I don't understand. I'm going to read this, and then we're going to talk about this for a second because it's very interesting. People have a lot to say online. This is a message from Brian Knobs. It says, "Hello, my nasty family, friends, and fans. It's been a really tough time for me lately. I'm back in the hospital after losing everything in the last hurricane. True story. I've talked to Knobs. Tom went out there and tried to help him. His stuff is devastated.
Terrible.
I am now facing the possibility of amputation of my foot.
Oh, no.
I've never wanted to ask for help because you've all been amazing, but a friend has started a GoFundMe page to help me get through this. If you could take a moment and check it out, it would be incredibly grateful. Any support, no matter how small, would mean the world to me right now. Even if you can't donate, sharing the page would be a huge help. I love you all, and I know I'll get through this with the support of my incredible nasty family. Stay nasty, Brian Knobs." And then there is a picture of Knobs in there in the hospital. Now, I just clicked on it. I will tell you, I'm happy to say over $2,536 has been raised of a $30,000 goal. I don't know
how that goes. I don't know what the goal is necessarily for, to pay medical bills, or I know his house was devastated where he lived. It was no good, and he left me a message. He's been living in hotels and stuff. First of all, the Facebook comments on this thing are pretty insane. They all think that Knobs was like a multi-millionaire. Jeff said, "I'm seeing Knobs worth around $8 billion." Now, I assume he means 8 million.
Even that is crazy.
I assume that he $8 million. It's sad that he needs to turn to friends and family at a time like this. They should stand up and take care of the talent. Blah, blah, blah. He never made $8 million. No. Not even, I don't even know if collectively in the entire time that Knobs worked in wrestling, he made $8 million. That's not a knock on Knobs. It was early on. It was early on, and he wasn't there for the big money days. He wasn't there for the Rock days. He wasn't there for all that. He probably went back and had a couple of 6-figure paydays, $100,000 for a year here, or being like a Hall of Famer or something like that. It might get you $50,000 a year just to have the title. But Knobs has never been a guy that signed like a multi-million-dollar a year with wrestling. What were you going to say, Carmen?
I feel like that's a big misconception when people see other people on TV specifically, whether it's, wrestling or reality shows, they automatically think they're rich because they're on TV.
Right.
And that is not the case.
Right. And there's another guy. He said, a guy, Rick, wrote on the Facebook page, he made millions. I don't think he did.
No,
he may have made millions over the last, and by millions, I mean like 3 million over the last 40 years. You know what I mean? That's not, I don't mean, not at a time. You know what I'm saying?
I just tried to Google it, and a list came up from WCW from 96 to 2000, which was like their prime,
Right.
when like Hulk Hogan and NWO, and they were dumping all that money in WCW. And it says here he was making about $150,000 a year,
which seems about right. Now that could extend. That could be more about the 250 because of merchandising and all the other stuff. But for the most part, those salaries were not they were not that big.
Yeah, and that's just a quick Google search. So I don't know.
I know Knobs personally for a long time now. He's never been a guy to live outside of his means. He's always lived in a modest type house. He's with his wife, and I don't know. I know that SAGs, the other part of the Nasty Boys. I may be saying this wrong, and if I am, SAGs, I apologize. I don't mean to categorize the situation, but SAGs, I believe, had some sort of insurance policy for injury. I think that was the deal. And I think Bryan Adams had the same thing. Like they had a certain insurance policy where they were able to make money or get some money from insurance when they were not able to wrestle anymore. I could be wrong about that. So to my knowledge, it was something that one of them told me. I don't remember, but it's sad to see Knobs like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Now,
because he's such a sweet guy.
Such a nice guy.
Such a good guy.
Yeah.
Everything about him. He's just, my wife loves him, by the way. Every time he's on the show, she's like, I love Brian Knobs. I want him to be my personal, guy that gets me going. Like, come on, Jenny, you can do it.
Motivational speaker. Yeah. You can't, he's such a genuine nice guy. He is always, anytime Knobs call me, do you think I could come on the, of course you can. I love talking to him. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be honest with you. I was not a Nasty Boys fan. I wasn't like, I knew who he was, but it wasn't until I got to know him that I really liked him. You know what I mean? I wasn't putting him on the show because he was famous. He was just such a nice guy. He was such a good guy. And we've been friends for all these years now.
We've also been saying for years and years and years how they should put the Nasty Boys in the WWE Hall of Fame.
And certainly before something, tragic happens to them.
Knowing how much that would mean to Knobs.
Sure.
It really, really would.
But
and when they had WrestleMania, 5 times in the last 10 years here in Tampa, you should be doing it.
I think that they must have, because they were pranksters and they did stuff, I think they must have rubbed somebody the wrong way. And I think that, God forbid, one of them dies, or they both die, then they're going to go, the Nasty Boys, and put them in, which is too late. Too late.
To me, the bigger problem is, so if Knobs doesn't have money, Knobs knows a lot of rich guys that do.
That's what I'm saying.
He knows a lot of rich guys that do.
Guys worth millions and millions of dollars.
They could scratch that check and not even think twice about it.
It's 30 grand.
Yeah.
It's 30 grand that they're asking for here. It's not like they're asking for $1 million.
Yeah.
They're trying to help the guy stay afloat while his house is being repaired and while he's in the hospital and he may be losing a foot.
That's the bigger issue, I think.
I don't know who he's tight with anymore, but it seems like in that circle of wrestlers that are worth millions of dollars in the area that he's been friends with forever, there must be a couple that can help him out. It seems to me Ric Flair's doing pretty good. Are they buddies or are they not buddies? Maybe they don't like each other.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I mean, everybody knows who Knobs is in that world. There's a lot of people that have a lot of money.
You know who else could really give him a little bit of cash that wouldn't hurt them at all? That would probably is the Rays. How big of a Rays fan he was, and how he was the 10th man on the bench and all that stuff, and he supported them a long time ago.
Yeah.
It would be nice if maybe they would give in and help him out a little bit. If you would like to donate, it's up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/the Mike Calta Show, and I'll put it out on Instagram a little bit later on. But if you want to go, and like Knob said, I mean, think about it. We got 2 million people listening to the show. If everybody donated $2, it would help the guy out.
And I thought he was like a WWE ambassador, like under one of those Legends contracts or whatever. Like there's nothing there either.
I don't know. I know that X-Pac told me he got that. He got me got him on a Legends contract, and I think that pays them a salary, and then they get paid for any time they go and do appearances and stuff. But I don't know because you don't see Knobs doing a lot of those sort of things. Like I think he must have some heat with somebody.
Yeah, where he's mostly just doing his independent stuff. Like he'll be at this bar for a watch party or something like that, and it seems like that's a lot of stuff that they're just setting up on their own.
I feel like the last time Knobs was on WWE TV was like one of the anniversaries of Raw.
You're probably right.
And I think him and the Nasty Boys were in like one segment, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, I said, there's a lot of people that know him and they have lots and lots of money. And it's not like he's asking for, I don't know, $500,000, like 30 grand.
And you have to imagine how much it hurts a guy like Knobs to have to ask for money. You know what I mean? Like he must be, he's on his heels.
Yeah.
If he's asking for money. Steph, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, guys. I just have a question. I know you said that you shared it on the station page, but is his direct Facebook post shareable to anybody, or do you have to be friends with him?
So I shared it on our show page just so people know when they go to look. And I don't know. It's not. Somebody else made the GoFundMe for him, and it's bouncing around the internet. So I don't think it's hard to get and share. So if you want to take it and share it, I'm sure that would help.
It literally, if you Google Brian Knobs, it comes up.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay. So it should be easy for you to find.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you guys so much. I lost my job in the middle of December, but for him, I'd like to share it because even though I can't donate, maybe some of my friends and family can.
That's it. That's the best you could do. I appreciate it, and hopefully you land on your feet as well, Pumpkin.
Thank you so much.
All
Love
right.
you guys.
Thank you. Mike Calta. Whoa. Now batting. Good morning. Hello.
How you doing, Mike?
Good. What's happening?
Good, man. I know that you were talking about Knobs. I'm sorry. I was just going to go back to what you were saying about, hitting people in your cars. I used to be with FHP for many years and did traffic homicide. And the only way that you're actually going to go to jail, prison, whatever, manslaughter, is if you're driving down US 19, let's give an example, or Gale Mabry, and you're doing the speed limit. And somebody runs across the street, and then you blast them. You're not gonna, as long as you're not drinking. There's no proof that you are on the phone.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
What if you're speeding? What if you're going a ridiculous amount?
That's what I'm.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, if you're speeding, then obviously now if you're doing, 50 and a 45, it just depends on which way it'll go. They'll probably sue you civilly. Criminally, no, because even though you are breaking the law, Florida statute is 5 and under. You don't get a ticket. You can get stopped. You can't get a citation. It's
right.
6 to 9, 10 to 14, etc. But if you're doing, let's say, 60 and a 45, then obviously that can be deemed, manslaughter, reckless endangerment. It just depends on what, how it goes. You know what I mean?
So you're saying that if you really wanted to clip somebody, as long as you do it within a speed limit, you should be okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Good to know.
That does not sound like good advice.
I don't think he was giving that as advice, but I think that's what he was saying. So yeah, should we try to call Knobs?
Oof.
I don't know. Do you have his number, Carmen?
Hold on one second. Let me look. I
All
think
right.
I do.
Now, you said there were probably some implications in the death pool.
Yeah, doesn't somebody have him in the death pool?
Yeah, somebody does.
Someone does.
I mean, I don't. I would. There's
no,
no.
I don't.
I
I don't
couldn't.
have him.
I don't have
I feel
access
like
to
a
the
terrible person.
You
if
don't
I
have
did.
access to the website yet.
My conscience would not allow me to pick Knobs.
I know who has them.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it a local pick?
Yep.
Wow, that's times 3.
That's we need it. Tony's way ahead right now in the lead.
We need this, you say?
No, I'm saying, you're saying you need all the points you can get
Yeah.
if you're gonna try and do it that way.
I don't know about we.
Yeah. By the way, I know Carmen's trying to get a hold of him and stuff, but there is a video message from Brian Knobs also with the GoFundMe and stuff.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, if she wants to, I send it to Carmen when she's done trying to call him and stuff.
Internet says Knobs is only 60.
Yeah, he's not old. He's not old.
It says it went straight to voicemail.
And do you remember last time we saw Knobs, he lost a ridiculous amount of weight. I mean, he looked great.
He said he was doing good.
Yeah,
Felt good, better than he had in a long time.
Do you have the video message, Carmen?
I just pulled it up. Yes.
All right, yeah, play that so we can hear it. I don't
Hopefully
think I've
he doesn't
heard this.
swear. I don't.
Yeah. What's up, jerk offs?
Hey, you mother.
Hey everyone, this is Brian Knobs, and I want to thank you. This is a great start, and all the replies I'm getting already, I really appreciate it. My heart goes out. I'm so humbled that everybody's out there sending me prayers, sending me whatever you could send me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you again. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I'm humbled, and just another obstacle I got to go through. So I love you guys. Stay nasty.
No, he sounds a little defeated. I mean, he sounds happy that people are helping him out, but he sounds a little defeated.
Well, they say he might lose his leg.
Yeah.
Because of it's an infection.
What are the chances we can have that? It's a foot. It's not a leg.
A foot.
What can we put it in to keep it? Can they mummify it? Can they do something? What
Formaldehyde, yeah.
What,
Yeah.
yeah, put it in a jar.
Yeah.
You want Knobs' foot?
100%
Have it
I do.
lit underneath.
Yes.
And bubbling.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about bubbling, but yeah, I would definitely have it lit from underneath.
Nasty foot?
You want to tell me a better piece of wrestling memorabilia?
I mean, it is a conversation starter when people walk in the room.
Do you know I used to have one of Jimmy Hart's airbrush jackets?
Ooh.
Like, is that a foot? It's not just any foot.
I have all the wrestlers that I was friends with that I'm not friends with anymore. I give away all like I had Jimmy Hart's jacket. I gave that away. I had X-Pac's
singlet
that he wore on the show. We gave that away. I gave that to Tom, I think. And then I do have X-Pac's when
Tom wears it.
Oh,
he wears it.
He broke the glass.
And then I do have X-Pac when they went in NWO, got back, not the NWO, what do they call it? D-Generation X got back together on Raw, and they all went out. Then they wore those military outfits. I have X-Pac's military outfit.
You have that?
Yeah, he gave me that to give to Joey.
That's like a huge, like iconic moment.
I have that in
WWE history.
I have that in my office.
So we would have Knobs' foot, and then whose hair do you have? Or something.
I have one of George Clooney's hair.
George Clooney's hair. That's
hair.
right,
Yeah,
that's right.
I have a George Clooney hair. I have Knobs' foot. I tried to get
we could build the perfect man.
Oh my god! Can you imagine it had George Clooney's looks and Knobs' attitude?
Oh,
it'd be great.
Are you going to put the foot here in the studio?
Well, I'll keep it out there in the green room so people could stare at it while they're looking. I mean,
It's a showpiece.
Can you imagine how great that would be?
To not have a foot?
No, I feel bad for Knobs, but I mean, do you think Knobs, do you think Ian Beckles comes in here with a sense of pride when he looks up at that game used jersey that he gave me and I have it hanging up in the studio because we're proud to be friends with Ian Beckles?
Yeah.
He probably looks at that and he's like, that was me, man. I did that. I earned that. Knobs come in here, all limping in here, and he's like, that's my hoof, man. They keep it on display.
That foot's been in Madison Square Garden.
That foot has been in the face of many wrestlers.
WrestleMania.
Oh, man.
I'm looking right now. There's no bonus points for an appendage. Loss of appendage.
Who has them? Did you say?
I don't. I don't
60,
know. I don't.
60, it's 40 points.
Carmen?
Plus original pick, plus appendage.
I don't remember taking them, but I don't have the list in front of me. I can't get on it.
I can't get on the
Yeah,
list
I'm
either.
looking right at it. Mike has
Okay,
them.
okay,
Oh.
Yeah. Terrible person.
Wow.
Listen, it's about winning. It's not about.
I'd be 195 points, I believe.
That's your friend.
Who really?
Yeah.
That's a good catch up to Tony.
Well, good's the word I would use, but
Well, look, I don't want it to happen.
Doesn't
I'm just
sound like
saying.
it.
Sounds like you do.
Can you call your shot?
not on local pick.
Not on local.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought you just couldn't call your shot on emergency pick.
Right.
I believe it's local pick is not a called shot because it's separate from the original stuff. I might be wrong, but that's what I read.
But if I can get knobs to do it in the same week that somebody else does it, that'll be extra
Says
points.
local pick is the base, which would be the age plus any bonus points. Also, former guest of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
And a Hall of Famer.
No, not a Hall of
not
Famer.
a Hall of Famer. Damn it. Maybe if I can convince the WWE to let him in before the end of the year.
Oh, I put that. Yeah, former guest of the show. I put that 25 points. So
Okay.
40 for the age, 25 for former guest of the show times 3.
And nothing about appendages, huh?
I don't see loss of foot in here.
Calling your shot, players may designate one of their non-emergency primary picks, no local or bone picks either.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Good rule. Good rule.
Yeah.
Randy Allen's got it taken care of.
Yeah.
He's the
Randy
best.
Allen knows what
that's
he's
the
doing.
that's Bro Hyundai.
Not my commissioner.
Bro Honda gets so mad when he's
When's the last time you saw Bro Hyundai?
It's like Trump and Elon
He
Musk.
he gets so mad.
When's the last time you saw Bro Hyundai? I haven't seen Bro Hyundai in forever.
Oh, it's been a while.
Do we know if he is even still doing it? If
Oh, yeah,
$740.
He's doing it. I corresponded with him the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I talked him through email, but that's it.
Yeah, I haven't. That's the same thing with me. I just text him and Venmo him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen.
It says Tony made an emergency pick.
Really?
Recently.
Oh.
Who did he take?
And who did he take off?
Let me see. Hold on.
Who's available is what you're saying.
Oh.
Tony Burton picked up Mia Love.
Who is that?
Yeah. Damn,
Who is that?
You got to run these past us.
Yeah, I mean,
Mia Love is
You don't even know how to say it. We don't even know. State representative, former United States representative,
yeah. Not even current, former?
political
No.
commentator, and former politician. Get out of here.
Not a celebrity.
Yeah,
No.
get out of here.
No.
She has
brain cancer.
less than 7,000 followers
Yeah.
on
That's
Instagram.
not a celebrity.
I
She's
tried
not
to pick up a state representative in the past, and I was shut down.
And it depends on the state representative. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because this, no.
Well,
we all voting no?
Matt Gaetz is a celebrity.
Right.
Mia Love is not a celebrity. Maya Love, probably. I say no.
Yeah, I say no.
That's why these people in these State of the Unions try to make a big scene.
Right.
So,
So
they
that
can
they get
recognize.
out of
Yeah, yeah,
They can
yeah.
recognize.
By the way, I don't like Matt Gaetz. Just saying he's risen above, whether for
Right.
notorious reasons or not. He's risen above just an actual representative.
Gio, you vote yes or no?
I vote yes.
Yes.
Joe?
Yes. Keep him. Keep her.
I vote yes.
Joe?
I vote no.
Carmen?
I vote no.
Yeah, she's out.
Out. Mia out. Reverse. Smack it up, flip it, and reverse it.
Tony, sorry.
Yep.
Just how it goes.
Stop trying to sneak in with stuff.
He didn't sneak in. You don't have to run the.
But you know it's going to be a problem.
But you have
Like
to send it to the commissioner, and it's up to the commissioner,
commissioner
to then
has to
reject
agree.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have I've done that before. I've
What?
said, listen, I'm stamping this and saying it's going to be my emergency pick, but I want to see if it'll go through.
You're saving a process.
Right. Yeah.
You're saving.
Yeah.
You're saving us from
Taking
having to go.
people
I mean,
off and doing it.
it's on the website as if it was approved.
Doesn't make it okay.
Well,
No, we all voted against it.
I voted yes.
Overruled.
Overruled. You're alone. You're on an island, just like the drum major.
Got to respect the process, I guess. It's always fair and unbalanced.
Why do they call it drum major if it has nothing to do with drums?
or being major.
Or major, yeah.
You're like a major in the army.
Drum major.
It's
idiot.
more of a minor.
Listen, I didn't make the title. I just held the office.
I don't like it.
We know what you held.
Google drum major. It is like the leader of the band.
Yeah, it just does. It's an odd name.
You were never a leader of anything. What were you the leader of?
I'm the leader of this group right here.
Exactly.
I'm the leader of this band.
Exactly.
I'm the leader of the band. I'm the leader of the group.
I was
Wait.
like a show. I was the host of the band.
What are you
Galvin, I was going to say, Galvin, do you agree that Mike is the leader of the band?
Yes, because Pete will do whatever he says.
He won't cut his hair.
I was like, how is the worst musician the leader of the band?
Oh man!
I wouldn't say I'm the worst. I'd
First-
say that I'm the most
Popular.
inexperienced.
Okay, but again, I'm just wondering because
If it was a
real band.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's it. Thank you for the word I was looking for.
What does that mean?
If it was a bunch of musicians playing together, you wouldn't be in the band.
Yeah,
you're in the band because
Yes.
you're popular.
100%.
Yeah.
Carmen, a lot of people inexperienced after 15 years.
It's only been 12. Okay, Gio,
No,
thank
it's
you.
been way more than 12.
It's only been 12 that I've been playing bass on a regular basis.
Josh has been in the band for 12 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just starting out. You just kind of, get your feet wet.
We just had our 10th anniversary.
No.
Yes.
No, I've
been longer.
because I did not know your other singer.
Shane, yeah.
Shane.
Was
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
Carmen. Carmen, how long you been here?
12 on the books, 13 with my internship.
Exactly. And
So
she
it's-
didn't even know Shane. So it's
Right.
it's like 14, 15 years with Josh.
Yeah.
And there was a couple years with Shane.
The better part of 2 decades. Very inexperienced.
Yeah, after this time, I think we're going to keep Josh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
The trial period has passed.
Yeah, I think he's all right now.
You, I'm not so sure.
Not in
Listen to me.
rehearsal.
Listen to me. I'm the leader of the band, Carmen.
Listen, I gotcha.
As was I.
I was just that shocked me.
It's almost if you tried not to become good at bass.
Yeah.
Like if you even looked at a bass every day for 18 years.
He was like, one day they'll just kick me out. They'll just stop asking me to come.
I mean, it doesn't bode well that you keep losing your bass.
That's not good.
Oh, is it time for you to pile
No,
on?
I'm just saying.
Look at Joe.
There's other basses you could practice on, Joe.
Yeah, that's true. I got one at my house.
I mean, there are bases everywhere in this room and on the way. Like they're all over.
Listen, if it was if having a lot of something was a symbol of you being good at it, I'd also be a good baseball player. I'd be a good guitar player.
On the surface, you're like, man, this guy must practice nonstop.
Yeah.
We're just saying the opportunities.
There's a guitar guy here. He's got guitars everywhere.
Man, you must be great.
Yeah. You've got
I
one
just got
within,
through saying I'm the leader. Should I be treated like this?
you've got a guitar within hand's reach at all times.
Yeah, you gotta
You're
make sure it's
You're
there.
the proxy leader.
Proxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say still more of a leader than Gio.
Well, you weren't there.
Well,
A lot of people are saying different. I'm looking forward to Dak Shack, though. It's going to be great.
When is it?
I think it's
Oh man, if you can come up there with your stupid chin strap.
Oh, we'll let you lead the band. I'll let you be the band leader.
Now I'm out. Now I'm out.
I'll let you be the band leader.
No, I'm not going to be mocked.
You can count it
fun
out.
of.
You come from the back of the room.
I used to do that. Yeah.
If you
didn't-
came marching in.
I didn't hit the drum.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting you don't even have
Yeah.
a drum.
No. It's,
Not
What do you
even
have?
that.
Just a
That's
hat
all.
and a
He's
baton?
a stick.
yeah.
The stick. It's a big
You're
long
directing the band. You're like
But-
in charge.
Let me ask you this: did you keep time for the band? Were you
Yes.
the conductor? So you were keeping time with your marching and you're doing this.
And I would stand in front of the band and lead them in song.
He's the guy
Will
that's
you-
on that big platform.
Yes. Yes.
Will
Carmen.
you do that
Yeah.
for Pipple Tyler? I'll give you $100.
No way.
I'll give you $100.
No.
He plays the trumpet too. Maybe we can get that.
It's not dance clown. Here's $100. No way.
Oh, a dance clown is just dance.
I'll
I'll
dance
pay.
for
I'm
$100
looking to
bucks.
hire you.
No.
I'm looking to
Pay you
hire
as
you
a
to lead the
musician.
band.
Listen,
Yeah.
You don't need me. You guys are perfect.
You can be our Mighty Mighty Boss Tones guy.
Yeah.
What I've learned is I do need you. This is
To keep
what has
time?
been so brutally told to me by the rest of the people in this room.
I was able to keep the band on time, and it was great.
Yeah.
It's a great time of my life.
All right.
What were most of the time signatures that you were dealing with?
Usually 4/4.
It was all 4/4.
Yeah. Sometimes a little 3/4.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it when it mixes it up.
Yeah.
3/4, 4/4. I asked Bailey. I said, "Can you tell me how to play this song, this Poison song, Nothing But a Good Time, the bass line chord progression?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure, I can do that, no problem. You go a G chord major to a C chord A." I go, "Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how to play it using the frets and the strings?" And she's like, "Sure. You're going to first hit the second string on the fifth fret out. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Bailey."
You need tablature, not actual.
Yeah. Took me a second to.
Don't talk to me like I've been doing this for 20 years.
That's right. Shut up, Gio. When's the last time you led a band?
What am I supposed to know what these strings are?
I want to remind everybody, if you'd like to see me and my band play, we're going to be out at Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue on Friday at Curtis Hickson Park at 7 p.m. We play from 7 to 9. Then Galvin will race over to the Amley Arena to see Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Do we know who he's with yet? Do we know who's coming to town?
I don't know. And he has surprises sometimes and stuff, whatever. But then I think he has like regular openers. I think that James McCann, who's been on Kill Tony, the Australian dude. Yeah, I think he opens for him. I don't know whether he's going to be there or not. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you seen Shane's girlfriend?
I've seen what I think is supposed to be Shane's girlfriend, and I don't know.
She's smoking hot.
I would imagine.
I mean, I would imagine too, but she's like really. There's hot chicks that you look at and go, oh yeah, she's hot, and then you look at them. Some of them you're like, oh, gorgeous.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous. Yeah. All right, so that's Friday, and then the 21st is when we will be at the Daiquiri Shack in Madeira Beach, where we'll be playing. That is important that you put that in your calendar now, because that is a week that we are have a short week because of spring break. We're only here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so we won't be here to remind you that week the whole time. So put it in your calendar now, March 21st, Pipple Toddler, Daiquiri Shack, Madeira Beach. Do we have to take a break?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up the show. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I will grab some of these phone calls before we get out of here. If you want to get through, get on the phone lines now, 800-771-1025. I put the link up for Brian Knobs up on our Facebook page. I double-checked it there, so you can go and make donations if you like, or you can just share it off of our page, and hopefully we can help get Knobs some money. What if we did a Knobs fundraiser?
Yeah, I would be totally down for
if he agrees to give me the foot. I will do a Knobs fundraiser.
Well, are we sure that
I mean, if they take it, I'm not saying he has to. I'm saying if it's coming off.
All right.
If it's coming off, you give me he signs it, and then we put it in formaldehyde, and we stick it out here, and we backlight it, and we keep it in the studio. That would be cool. Now, Gio, this is before you. When my grandmother was on the show, my grandmother and I got matching tattoos one time, and real tattoos. And I called my grandmother, and I thought for sure she would say yes to this. I wanted to know when she died if I could have them remove that portion of her shoulder where she got the tattoo, and I could have that. And she said no. I was ready to do it, and she said no.
Just the skin, not
just the skin. Yeah.
Also, we said formaldehyde, but another thing to think about for the foot is maybe just seal it in lucite. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That'll keep it nice and then you can kind of like hold it.
Right.
Oh, I like that. Then we could play games like hot potato with it and pass around the Knobs' foot. Chad, one of our listeners, emailed me the funniest goddamn thing ever. God forbid Brian Knobs loses his foot. He then becomes Brian Nubbs.
Oh, come on.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, I hope Knobs recovers pretty well. He's a great guy.
Time a day.
Yeah.
One time a day.
Even that's
too
much.
many. Too many for you.
Okay.
All right. Now stop it. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about Bailey.
Okay.
I tried to set it up yesterday. I was pretty amazed with you talking to her the other day.
Right.
And I would like to do that. And I tried it on Chat GPT.
Not everybody is special, sir. Not everybody has the... what is your name? Freddie? Bailey?
Yeah.
Are you there, Bailey? I need to see if she's ready to go. Can you say hi to my friend Freddie?
Hi, Freddie. How's it going?
I'm doing good, Bailey.
Freddie wants to know how he can get his own assistant like you.
Freddie can use virtual assistants like me by downloading apps like this one on his phone or computer. There are several assistants available, like Siri, Google Assistant, and others. He just needs to pick one that fits his needs and start exploring.
Would you consider the band leader in a high school band a nerd?
Not at all. Being a band leader
Not
takes
you,
creative...
Freddie.
Thank you.
I was talking to... Not, all right.
Ask about the drum major.
No worries, Freddie. Everyone has their own interests and talents. Being passionate about
All right,
something
Bailey.
is what really matters.
Bailey.
Hey, Freddie. No.
Bailey, is it
Hey,
important?
Freddie. How's it going?
All right, enough. Is it important to have a drum major in life?
Having a leader or someone to guide you can be really helpful in many aspects of life. Whether it's a drum major in a band or a mentor in a career, guidance can provide direction and support. It's all about working together and learning from each other.
No, there you go.
Many considered me a mentor.
Well,
Mental.
Mentor.
You got it all confused. Now I'm afraid to take any phone calls because I can't tell which ones are Medicine Man or not. Forget about it. Sorry, Medicine Man ruined it for the whole day. And I guess that's that on the show. Congratulations.